Streaming, start recording. Pull this down here. And we are live. I can't believe we're here. I should be saying this next week. But I can't believe we're here. We have RWK88 in the live chat right now. How you doing?
What's up?
What's up?
It's a lot of episodes.
What's up? We are on episode 499. So let's get this started. The Alchemist is in the live chat.
Hold on.
Let's get it started. Hello and welcome to Game Complainers, episode 499. I'm your host, Barry.
Co-host Anthony.
And Frank.
And tonight, we're gonna live with the Alchemist. No, we don't have any news on that.
Wow.
DJ, what's up?
What's up, everyone?
What's up?
What's going on, DJ? Happy 4th of July. Yesterday. Happy 4th of July to everybody. I didn't stream yesterday, so I didn't get to tell everybody, happy 4th. Nothing much? Oh, man. Same here.
Same old, same old.
So, no news yet.
We're
Happy 4th,
waiting
thank you.
on bated breath.
This is like the, waiting for the big verdict of the trial of the century.
That's what it feels like, but it's just like there's no news about it. I've been checking they have the court thing on there that they're updating, but it's just minimal
This should have
updates.
been on court TV.
So it would have been interesting.
It would have been.
No end in sight. That's what they should have called
Well,
it.
you know what? We're going to know by episode 500.
Yeah.
I mean,
at least that will be a talking point, between
That's-
a week from now.
The biggest news on the biggest show.
they're literally working on it as we speak. Like, it just was updated again 42 seconds ago, so they're doing stuff to the document. It hasn't been worked on since Monday, and then all of a sudden today, now they've been messing with it. So within the next few days,
With our luck, the news will come out tomorrow.
I hope not, but we'll see.
Yeah, I was going to say the Thursday curse.
I think we'll find out by Friday or Tuesday.
We have to. It's
I
got to
think.
come out.
Yep. So let's get that cold seltzer going. All right. What's going on?
Nothing much.
Yeah. Been a crazy week.
You got your computer fixed?
For now, yeah. But we'll see. We'll see what happens.
For now.
Can't get too comfy. Yeah.
Your PlayStation, we fixed that on stream. Runs fine.
Yeah. Yeah, that was it was essentially just a guess of what could happen, whether or not it was going to be, but like we pretty much, knew that it was probably just going to be the power supply that went unless, it went further. But there's only one way to find out, and Perry was able to get into the console. We streamed it, put it in about like not even a half hour, maybe it was a half hour. It was pretty quick, but then we just had to test it to make sure it wasn't going to overheat. So we played it for an hour and some change, played some GTA, siphon filters, made sure it ran, and everything was fine on the PlayStation as well. It did the little like restore thing, but all the memory was there too, so the hard drive wasn't fried. So
he restored the game and everything, like MLB, and everything was there?
yeah, everything was there.
Nice.
And then while we live streamed the console, I signed him up for Plus, so by the time Perry got into it and I signed in, it was all set up, so we just updated that, backed it up, and
Leon YT, what's up, man?
what's up? And
What's
then yeah, it was really good relief to not have to worry about, replacing that whole thing, and also just while we figure out what's going on with that electricity side of things, that's causing those problems. So this kind of equipment doesn't get fucked up again. So we'll see what happens, but I think there'll be hopefully something resolved once we're able, because we have space on that breaker. So I think if they can spread something out where there's not all that power and it doesn't pull from that, hopefully there's no problems, and then there's nothing that can strike fire or something, if it's dangerous.
That's the most important thing.
Yeah. So been dealing with that for the past week, obviously. So, and then as far as the PC, able to, kind of get up and running for now. But as I talked to Perry off camera, I don't want to get, too comfy with this. I want to be able to just, keep going and try to get to my next build so I can just keep producing better content. But obviously in the future with this next build, like a backup or keeping this, obviously as it is, but a backup PC will also be considered as well, regardless, because I don't want this kind of thing to happen again where I get down and out of like something happening, because you never know what can happen. So I just kind of use this as a lesson of, back up the stuff, have the hard drives, do all that stuff, but then also for the investment of what, especially when it comes down to business and stuff like that, it's pretty serious. So yeah, I was able to thankfully get, shout out to Kyle.
Shout out to Kyle, my man Kyle. Kyle, if you're watching this, you are awesome, man.
Yeah, so he really held it down to try to get me where I'm at now.
Kyle thought of one thing that I didn't, and he nailed it. So congratulations to Kyle. Very proud of that kid.
Yeah, and it was really, I think the one thing now with like going for the next thing that's going to last another 10 years, because, this PC was built 10 summers ago, and so it lasted, it did its run, and it wasn't really due to any kind of like, problem or virus or anything. It was literally due to this kind of, incident
God
with the storm
himself.
and Raiden coming down, and
the elder gods.
he broke the power brick to my TV. He broke the router, Raiden did it all. But yeah, no, there was so that's kind of turned around, thankfully, and then the PlayStation was a nice other end of that as well. So I'm very very thankful, and we're here now. So thankfully, there's been
like
some
breaking everything, and he's like, "Oh, so you have 2 PS5s in your house?"
Yeah, yeah.
The other one's next.
Yeah,
That's it.
and that's the. It's funny too, because something could have went easily again on that same exact storm if I didn't unplug it. And so yeah, so in the meantime, the weather has been spotty. That's the only thing that's been kind of annoying. So
yeah, that was a pain in the ass lately.
If it's been like, thunder, lightning, which it was,
thunder, lightning, friggin' fires from Canada, orange skies, blue skies, yellow skies.
Like, what's going on? It's like my stuff inside my house isn't even safe from the outdoors. But yeah, so it's been kind of weird. But yeah, so we're trying to just kind of maneuver around that while we figure out someone coming in the house, because you got to drop a fee just for that too. So gonna figure something out, and I'll let you guys know what's going on with that and keep you posted in the meantime. But I will be back giving live stream a shot. Hopefully there's no problems. We'll see. Starting tomorrow. Yeah, so I'm going to do the Nemesis mod that I intended to play the week everything went down last week. So
good.
Yeah, so that's the plan, and that's where we're at with that. And yeah, we live streamed the PlayStation thing, and it went really smooth.
We have ACR in the house. We got Liquor Sandwich in the house. We got Cannibal Ritual in the house. How you guys doing?
What's up, guys? I don't even think it took an hour, like soup to nuts, like from opening to turning it back on. It didn't really take very long at all.
Yeah, no.
No, we needed to find out where that little sponge thing went, but I shoved it wherever and it's fine. Sounds like Raiden. Fuck you, Anthony.
Yeah, basically. I mean, it's definitely it's definitely something that you definitely don't want it to happen to the most expensive pieces of equipment. Like the router was one thing, but even that was still like close to $300 because it was like a really good router, the tri-band shit. So it's like when you got to deal with that, it's like, all right, let me try to figure this out. And all of them are running through surge protectors and stuff like that. So it's like once this gets solved, what is he saying?
Did you forget to leave the milk and cookies out during the thunderstorm? Because everyone does that, right? So Raiden doesn't attack your house.
Yeah, exactly. Just in case he comes down the chimney, I got to make sure. I don't know what
You
RDBK
have
is saying.
to.
But...
Okay, so on your film channel, you have to make the X-ray Raiden's X-ray, and then like cut it to like your room and like do the electric like effects or whatever.
the zap, yeah.
We have David R in the house. What's up, man? How you doing?
What's up?
Do you think he consulted with the Elder Gods?
I think Sony paid Raiden to destroy your PlayStation, so you'd have to buy another one.
Yeah.
That's what I heard.
Are we talking about
they
this
wouldn't fix
paying
it.
off Xbox people thing?
Paying off Xbox people.
Oh my god.
Shao Kahn PC.
Did Raiden think he was attacking Shao Kahn's PC?
He was pissed, man.
Wasn't Raiden the guy who shouted out, "Give me the chicken nugget"? I
Should've
guess he
left out
kind of
nuggets.
did, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, any other
In Mortal Kombat 4, it sounds like he says, "Ready to take his hat." Ready to take his hat.
Oh man, I miss Mortal Kombat Gold. That was such a great port. On
Yeah, Mortal
Dreamcast.
Kombat 4 Gold.
Yeah,
I miss it. I miss Mortal Kombat 4. How come it was never ported anywhere else? It's like they said peace out. You know, I had the arcade. We had the arcade in Nathan's over here.
Pretty nuts.
That was the last
The
arcade
arcade.
in Mortal Kombat 4. Good, man. How you doing? Johnny brought the car. Bring on the sauce. Yes, bring on the sauce. I remember that one. Even though Leon meeting Spider-Man would be everything to me, I think Resident Evil Mortal Kombat crossover is more fitting than Resident Evil and Capcom. Well, Capcom owns it. I mean, what can you do?
exactly.
Maybe we can get both. No, we won't. You know, in my lifetime, we never got Mortal Kombat for Street Fighter, and we've gotten crossovers with pretty much everybody.
Yeah.
SNK versus Capcom, which Capcom sued SNK, by the way, for ripping off Street Fighter characters, and they came together. You need a surge protector hookup outside your breaker box. I think he needs a whole new breaker box deal to begin
Yeah,
with.
they could do a whole house surge protector. That's an option, but
Right.
just got to see what's going to work for him.
I mean, there's two like spots that are like blank on the breaker that like there's room to move shit there. I guess if we need to, because that's what I'm guessing it needs to be done. I don't
Well,
think
yeah, let them check it out, and I'll let you know.
But
Yeah, see what they recommend.
yeah,
Tekken vs Mortal Kombat vs Street Fighter would break the internet. I would take Tekken out of that and just do Mortal Kombat vs Street Fighter. We've already gotten Street Fighter cross Tekken.
Yeah, just keep it simple.
We never got Tekken cross Street Fighter though. There were photos of that, and we never got it.
yeah. I remember I had that on the Hack 360.
That was a great game, and it's not backwards compatible. I don't know why.
That's so weird.
I don't
Is it
know.
even available on the store? Like, or not at all? Like they took everything down for that.
You could still buy it on 360, I believe,
Oh, okay.
but it's just not
Yeah.
backwards compatible with the series.
So dumb.
Yeah, that should have been backwards compatible. Well, speaking of backwards compatible, it looks like we might be getting a lot more games sooner than we think.
Finally.
If this deal gets announced as they decide not to hold the injunction on this thing, it'll be all set.
Yeah, they're going to try to close as soon as possible if there's no injunction, so
Yeah.
that'll be it.
That'll be
It's
that.
gonna go down.
Then you're all gonna get Call of Duty for free.
Thank God.
But that's a bad thing because I don't like to rent my games, right? I like to buy my games at $70 and stick them up my butt.
But you could still buy them. No, 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 no.
No,
It reduces the quality if it's on a
but you
subscription
can't.
service. So even though like Scream is a good movie, if it's on Paramount Plus, it's a bad movie because it's on a
Oh yeah,
streaming
it's
service.
free. It's with my subscription to Paramount Plus. How dare we?
Yeah, once you put it like on YouTube for free or on a streaming
Oh yeah,
service,
yeah.
quality you can't watch those
When is the
anymore.
deal going to be finalized? Well, it has to be finalized by July 18th. If
Yeah,
the
so
deal's not
probably
closed
this
by
week.
July 18th, they have to renegotiate, and that could take like another 2 years.
And they both said they're gonna drop the deal if that happens. Microsoft and Activision.
Yeah, so that
This is it.
announcement's coming before the 18th, obviously, and that'll be it. The CMA the CMA just screwed over the UK, so they're not going to get it, and that's it. South
And then-
Africa just approved the deal yesterday, by the way.
Yeah, no
So it's
concessions.
39 countries approved this deal.
And Sony has vowed, if the deal passes, that they're going to hold back the dev kits for PlayStation 6. So they're going to screw themselves. And you're not going to get the best version of these multi-plat games that they're going to do.
That's all right. Sony's going to be fucking dead and gone.
They're
gonna
literally
die.
shooting
gonna
themselves
die.
in the
There's,
foot.
There's no way they could compete.
But what, like,
Did you see what Matt Booty wrote?
what was
He
that?
wrote exactly what I've been telling you guys in this chat for the last 4 years. He said, we have the opportunity to bankrupt this company
That's right.
by buying everybody out. And that
Yeah.
actually got him in trouble in court, kind of. And he's like, no, I didn't say we were going to bankrupt him. I said we had the opportunity to bankrupt him. Like, it's the same shit. But, I'm telling you, no one believes me. Everyone thinks it's fucking funny until they go out of business.
But it's so
Look
so
what happened to
crazy that-
Sega, man. Sony put Sega out of fucking business.
that Sony would rather be petty and let you. So Microsoft's still going to put Call of Duty on PlayStation, they say, and PlayStation is saying we don't care if you get the best version. We don't want them to have our dev kit. So you're going to get a PS5 version of Call of Duty when PS6 is out because they're not going to let
PS6
them
is
have
backwards compatible.
Right, but I'm saying they're not going to have any access to these dev kits. So everyone on PlayStation is getting screwed
Oh,
for
so
no reason.
They better have a really good lineup coming up for the 6. If they make it to the 6.
They might not even make it at this point if they're going to keep like you're literally screwing over your your customers. Even with Minecraft and stuff, how are they going to like all these games that Microsoft has multiplat are going to be inferior on PlayStation and not because of Microsoft, because of PlayStation. They need to start getting those dev kits in the next like 2-3 years. Like this is going to be it. Like
They're gonna have to buy them off eBay. The band dev kits that the people are selling.
could you imagine that? Oh my god.
That's so stupid. They don't have dev kit. They're only hurting themselves. Yeah, it's funny because Sony has had from day one Xbox Series dev kit because I had it for MLB The Show and for the other games that they got. So they have one, but I find it funny. Sony doesn't want Microsoft having their dev kits because they don't want it. They don't want them to know their secrets. I'm like, bro, the system is the same thing. It's underpowered.
Yeah, what do they care?
Who gives a shit? It's the same thing.
But could you imagine, like, they allow Elder Scrolls whatever to be on multiplat and they can't make a PS6 version? Like, people are going to be friggin' furious. And they're going to still blame Microsoft.
Liquor Sandwich says, don't think I'll be getting a PlayStation 6 if anything's coming on PC and full digital anyway. Yeah, I mean...
No point.
That's what I'm saying, man. Everyone thinks it's fucking funny until it happens. I've been there. Sega died, okay? We thought the Dreamcast was great. It was awesome. They finally got on the right thing. And what happened? It died. You know why it died? Because Sony said, hey, wait a year and we'll give you DVD for the same amount of money. And people waited. And that was it. That was the end of Sega.
But they're going to have enough games to say, hey, look, like these are going to be far superior on Xbox. Call of Duty, Elder Scrolls, like you can't compete with that. There's a certain level where you can't offer anything to beat that. And I think that's where we're going to see the biggest turnaround. But we'll see. I mean, we're years away from this, so I don't know.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing too. It's like they definitely, are just kind of like I think both companies are in a position where this gen is probably going to be the last gen that most people own these machines on both ends. I think there'll be some remnants, or if they still continue to push out the series like in a few years, but it's like this is probably going to be the last generation where there's going to be the discs involved, people owning the machines as
The Sun
like more
PlayStation 5
common,
is rumored to come
you
out
know?
the end of this year
Right.
Right, and the
with no
price
disc
cut,
drive.
which I'm sure we're going to talk about, like the whole stuff that's going on. So, but that's the thing too. It's like this generation is already kind of not really kicking off like we wanted it to or expected it to, honestly, because we thought it was going to be a lot more, I guess, like of a smoother landing, but it ended up being just kind of like more of the same, if not just as bad as it was 10 years ago, or worse. So now it's like, all right, we're kind of like, they're talking about the future, but I think this is like going to be the last, full on console gen where people are going to probably just give up and build PCs in the next, hopefully,
They
5 years.
already did
Like,
last gen. They gave up.
right. They did last gen, but hopefully the people that are still kind of like holding on to that idea where you think you need that console or spend that money to get, these games. Obviously, besides the time stuff that's locked on those things, but like, I think hopefully when you see stuff like this and you see how a lot of these companies act, and that's kind of what it shows. It really shows, especially with this thing that's continuously ongoing, obviously, and has been reported on pretty much every single week. So hopefully it comes to an end and we see something soon with the finale, and we'll talk about it. I'm sure because it'll probably end tomorrow, but we'll see.
Well, we'll see when they announce this whole thing, but no, don't get the ROG Ally. Don't
We're
get
going to
that
talk about that in
don't
a
get
little
that
bit.
bullshit. Get a
Yeah, don't
Steam
worry.
Deck.
Stay tuned because we have much information on that ROG.
I see people who played console during their lives now saying that they're very interested in PC gaming. Yeah, I mean we had that. I could tell you when I opened the shop, we had customers that were just kids, and like 3 4 years in, I think it was 3 years in, they all told me that the Xbox and the PlayStation suck, and they built their own computers. They're like 16, 17 years old, and I was like, good for you guys. You guys figured it out a lot quicker than the internet did, and they all laughed. They thought it was funny. But yeah,
Those
they went
those
PC and they
consoles
never went
suck.
back. You know?
Now we have capable consoles, but there's so much bull crap that I just can't believe it. There's so much stuff happening with the consoles.
All three of you got PS5 not long ago. We got PS5s day one. All three of
Yeah,
us.
but we're like always early adopting, always like, we're not your average bear,
No, we
Yeah, we
have
just
to get the
probably got,
stuff. We're tech heads. It's just
Yeah.
the way that it goes.
yeah, we're gonna
I'll be getting the
just
PS5 Slim, even though I don't like what they're doing. As far as the practices that they have going on over there. But yeah, this is pretty much you're seeing the beginning of the end for one of these companies. And I've been there with Sega, man. It wasn't good. PlayStation could do a lot of things that could really smooth everything over, and they just don't. They got too comfortable with their fucking PS3 games.
Well, they're so
Yeah, let's
like
move our PS3 games to the 4 and the 5. And let's not make any other games. Okay, well, thanks.
they're just so resistant to like the way that the things are going. Like they don't want to partner with anybody. They're stubborn on everything. They don't want to change their business practices. And I think that's from the parent company.
Yeah, it's
That's
from
how
Japan.
right. I mean
It's
that's
not even
just
Jim Ryan. Jim Ryan's taking orders from Japan. But
right.
Japan is so fucking backwards over there. I mean, you see what they're doing with Nintendo over there.
That's the thing. These companies are so stubborn. They won't change. Microsoft is the only one that's moving forward with the way the market's going. These other companies just refuse to change. And
Yep.
Nintendo will survive because they have Mario and Zelda or whatever. But Sony might not survive. They don't have as much oomph with those IPs. They have great IPs, but not enough.
No. And it sucks because Last of Us 1 was good, and then what the hell happened with the second one? You told me Horizon 1 was good, even though I can't get into it.
It was great,
And
but
Horizon
2 was
2 is a
bad.
piece of shit. So I don't know what's going on.
We'll see with Ghost of Tsushima. 1 was good. Let's see how the next one is. They might screw it up.
PC all the way, says The Alchemist. Play a game with a 4000 series card and you'll laugh at the PS5. Yeah. Big time.
True.
The next Xbox will just be a streaming device that screws up your brain stem.
It's screwed into your
The game
brain.
that was worth buying for PS5 the last showcase is Spider-Man 2. Yikes. That's the only game that's coming out. Like,
That showcase was
Right.
so bad. That was bad.
And you know I'm going to buy it.
we're
but
going to get Spider-Man 2. It's going to be good.
I'm not going to sit here and not play that.
No. But we could sit here and be like, yeah, that showcase was really bad. That was like the only thing worth seeing that whole showcase.
Ghost of Amnesia. Oh, wow.
No, he said Ghost of Aunt Shima.
Oh, Aunt
Anthony.
Shima. I think I'm going back to Nintendo. Well, good luck.
Ugh. Good luck with the hardware.
You can
The
play
games
Call
are
of Duty
great.
over there soon.
Good luck. The Switch 2 is comparable to the PS4 and Xbox One.
God, I hope that's not true, but I know it's going to be.
It's true.
I hate it so much.
Remember when everyone was saying the NX was fake?
Yeah.
They're not going to do that.
Dude, we thought that thing was dead on arrival when we
thought
saw
it
it.
was
We were
dead
like,
on
no
arrival.
way. But somehow
Because
it survived.
they did that HD Rumble shit, which was in like 2 games.
Oh, with the ice cube and the
Yeah,
stupid
and
guy.
they gave up on that like day one.
Yeah. But
Oh, well.
Nintendo will be fine. They're gonna keep doing their same stupid crap and pissing everybody off, but people will still buy it.
That's all right.
So they're saying that in the court stuff, they're saying that Sony's supposed to release the slim PS5 for $399 shortly.
So it's getting a price cut.
Well,
Well,
yeah,
it's the
you
same
got
price as the
$399
digital.
with no disc drive, and then which is the price of it now anyway, right?
Yes. And also, which I thought was odd, I saw an article today.
So how
that
much
in-
is the disc drive going to cost you? $199. So they're already going to make an extra $100 off you, even though they're doing a price cut.
I think
I
that
can't see them selling a disc drive for $100.
probably 150 maybe.
I
But
think $199.
I saw today an article that it kind of clicked. I think which we've been saying. I think they're going to go to one SKU because in Europe they're blowing out the disc models because they're not selling
They're
very
blowing
well.
out the disc models here.
Well, they took $100 off in like Spain and a bunch of other countries for like a certain amount of time. So they're blowing out these disc models. I think they're going to go right to that one SKU like we've been saying. And you're going to be forced to buy the disc drive separately as we've been saying.
And they know people aren't going to do that. Here's how you win. You sell it for $399. You make the disc drive $199. You know why you make the disc drive $199? So people say, "Fuck that! I'm just gonna go digital." You can't buy the games in the stores anyway.
You're right. They're
because
forcing
the higher
you to
that
do
you
it.
make it, the less people are going to buy it. So there you go.
Yep.
There's going to be 2 people that buy it.
And they're going to say, "Well, we're pro consumer. We're offering it to you. Don't worry."
And there's not going to be enough quantities, and they're going to say, "Oh, it keeps selling out when it's not
Yeah,
selling
of
out."
course.
They're just not manufacturing them.
Yep.
Same shit. We've been there. We've been there with everybody doing that. It's nothing new. The PS5 Fat Digital will probably get a price. There won't be a Fat Digital. It's done. I don't think you guys understand something. Like he said, there's going to be one SKU.
No, he means the ones they have left, probably.
Right,
but
those
the
are going to
ones
be
that-
out of here before that even launches.
Yeah, they're gonna
Yeah.
stop shipping them probably.
They're going to stop
and
shipping
then-
those at the end of the summer.
Right, and they'll start. That'll be it. But that's what they want to do.
You
They
can't
want to
even
get you on
find
that
those
one
things now
SKU.
anyway. So I mean, they're already in the minority.
Over here, I've only seen disk drive ones, but I know that
Yeah, the disc drive ones because they're
Best
blowing
Buy's
them
had the
out.
digital ones, but they sell really quick.
Oh, the digital ones sell quick. Oh, I didn't know that, Anthony. I thought everyone wanted a disc put in their butt.
If the Slim doesn't come out for this holiday, they'll probably just make some kind of bundle and get rid of all of them for this holiday, and that'll be it.
I think
And
the
by-
Slim's coming this holiday.
I would assume so, because why wouldn't you just do it now?
Well, it
Dude,
should get
might as
announced
well.
at the next
Same
like
price.
event. If Sony has an event, you'll probably see it there.
Well, there's actually two big events coming up: the Tokyo Game Show in
The
September
Tokyo Game
and
Show, Anthony.
Gamescom. And Sony's definitely going to be at Tokyo Game
Gamescom!
Show.
They'll be
so-
at Tokyo Game Show, but they'll be there for the Gran Turismo movie. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know.
Oh,
Well,
fuck
that's
that
where
movie.
you say, hey, we got a Slim coming out in like a week or 2 weeks or however, it's the end of
I
September.
like those
Right before
things.
the holiday.
What is it thing? Cam is here. What's up, Cam? Jin, what's up, man? Carlos is
Okay.
here. What's up? Nintendo needs to come out
Going
with
on,
a
guys?
Virtual Boy and call it a day. Nah, it's not gonna happen.
No thanks.
Nope.
I'm one of those people that likes my physical discs come at me. It doesn't matter if you like them or not. They're not going to be around that much longer. So you can like them all you want, but they ain't going to be around.
Well, if you have the disc drive PS5, then you're good to go. That's
No, you're not, Anthony, because guess what? If you go to Target or Walmart or Best Buy, they have like no copies of games anymore.
That's the thing.
Yeah. Well, I
They're
mean, at that
limiting
point,
them.
you could just get them on Amazon. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Amazon's selling out too. You're screwed, Anthony. It's just not going to happen anymore.
Also, studios are not releasing physical versions anymore, so it's gonna come to a
That's
point
what I'm
where
saying. Like,
they don't
here's the
exist
thing.
anymore.
I like physical games too, everybody, but at the end of the day, they're going away, and you got to get used to it.
There's
Because if you
nothing
don't
we
get
can do
used to it, you're going to
stop
be
it.
on the internet screaming and yelling about shit that you can't do nothing about.
And it's not even like we could all rally together and make sure we buy physical so they know. It's like they're getting rid of these things on purpose.
Yeah,
they
and
know
at
what
this
they're
point,
doing.
like, we've been there. Like, we buy a game and we have to fucking download it anyway for 2 hours. So what's the point? You know what I mean?
Yeah, and they're already
And let's be honest here. If
Yeah.
physical games were $5 a piece, no one would buy physical. Because
Why would you
why do
bother?
people want physical? Because they want to hold that value in case they want to sell it or trade it. Once GameStop goes away, forget about it. There's no value anymore.
Yeah, they barely have games in there anyway. So
Well, I'm saying once they go away completely, you'll have a disc that you can't trade. You know?
right.
Is there issues with getting disc versions? Yeah, you do now, but until they try to get Alan Wake disc version.
Well, yeah, keep doing
And
it as long as you can.
the next Like a Dragon,
Right.
Alan
If
Wake
you-
and Like a Dragon are digital games. They're
If
not
you
gonna be
like it,
physical.
Keep
10
collecting them.
Yeah,
until
10 to
it's-
15 years,
yeah.
it might be a different story. But
No,
right
Anthony.
now-
In the next couple of years, it's going to be a different story.
They already
Yeah, but
started
if-
hard on this.
yeah, but it's like you could still get them. Like I don't have a problem getting them either, even though I don't get a bunch of discs. You know what I mean? But
I'm telling
I s-
you,
But again, like if
Couple
you
of
have that
years,
version,
you ain't
again,
gonna
just
see
like
shit
I
in the
said,
stores. You're going to see cards.
if you want your 4K player, you want the shit that you just want a disc drive. If you have the PS5 disc version, you're good. Like that's what I meant. Regardless if the games go away, like you can still watch DVDs in there, Blu-rays in there.
Oh, yeah, they're
4K.
going to keep selling movies and
Like,
stuff.
So it's like if I want to keep my consoles with a disc
That's
drive,
why
and
the
then PS6
Xbox
doesn't
Series
have
X
it.
has the drive, because it's the premium thing for you to watch movies and stuff.
Yeah,
That's all it is.
yeah. So in the
Because a lot of
meantime,
people were
can
like,
still
why
make
don't-
that option.
Why don't they make a Series X without a disc drive? It's like, that's not the point. The point is you're buying the X because it has everything in it.
Yeah, and it's like that's the thing too. It's like you have it and it's there. So if the next Xbox is digital only, well, I still got my Series X with the disc drive, so it's still going to hold value to me. Might not be to anybody else, but
Yeah.
for me, that's why I got the
Right,
disc
but you're
drive
not
for the
going to
purpose.
Best Buy and buying 4K movie. You're not going to GameStop and trading in 4K movies that are $80 a piece, right? That's
Right.
my
Well,
whole point.
that's the thing. And I think once GameStop
I'm not
also
talking about
eliminated
movies.
that
I'm talking about
option.
games.
No, I know, but I'm saying that the disc drive, people get the disc drive for different reasons.
Yes, I know
as
that.
well.
But once you get rid of the games, that's it. Once there's no value for the games, it's game over.
Most people don't. I think we're in the minority with people who buy movies and don't stream movies. I mean, I know tons of people do it, but I think more people stream movies than they buy digital games.
Well, that's
They're
when
more
this all
used to
started
it.
with Netflix. Everyone got fucking lazy and stopped buying DVDs.
Right.
But movies are $5. You know what I mean?
Right.
Games are fucking $70 to $100, and that's why people are like, I need a physical copy. In case something happens, I can sell it. Well, once GameStop goes away, there's no value left.
And like you said, they're gonna make that disc drive so cost prohibitive that you're not gonna.
Yeah,
People aren't
everyone's
gonna
gonna buy
do
the digital PS5, the one SKU, and that's it.
You're gonna have no choice. It's like that's all they're gonna offer, and if you want to spend the extra money, you're gonna have
That'd
to
be
do
so
it.
killer if they just went heel and just made this thing digital, and that was it.
Well, I mean,
Oh,
they
like
are.
yeah, but like and not offer a disc drive.
Yeah,
at
like
all.
no
and
disc
not
drive.
offer
like,
it.
Yeah.
Well, they did
like,
that
not
with
offer
the
it.
PSP. Remember the PSP Go?
Yes.
Well, yeah, no, that's true.
The
But
PSP
like,
Go had the it was like a little USB drive. Excuse me. Where you can convert your physical PSP games to digital to use on the PSP Go. Guess what? They only released that peripheral in Japan. They didn't even bring it here. Discs have value for the next 5 years. They don't have value at all. Who said
They
about
drop-
5 years?
Well, they drop so quick. Like a game, you might pay $70 for a game, and GameStop will give you like $10 for it.
It's the same price for digital or disc? Not really. Depends on where you go.
Yeah, like all right, so say you're gonna buy like
If they're releasing
Final
this
Fantasy
slim
16.
PlayStation this holiday, the clock is already ticking, man. You don't have 5 years.
No, it's not gonna.
Once they see that Alan Wake 2 and friggin' Like a Dragon sells like crazy digital, more companies are going to stop making physical games.
And not to mention, if
It's
a bunch of
happening.
people,
That's why I'm trying to tell you guys in the chat, get ready because it's happening already. Like I'm already okay with it.
and can you imagine if they sell like 75 million more PS5s of that one SKU, and a lot of people have digital, they're not even gonna. GameStop's not even gonna.
Digital's cheaper too, depending on where you go.
Right, that is true. It depends.
That is very true.
But if a lot of people buy this digital only system and they don't buy the drive, GameStop's not going to want to pay
Resident Evil
money for your
4
discs.
remake. We got on CD keys for Xbox digital for $48. And it was fucking $70. What is it, $60 in the store? So we already got a discount on it.
That's why I double dipped on Xbox, because it was cheaper to buy it digital again on Xbox, because I already had it on PC.
On release. So, I mean, it depends on where you go.
Yeah, and he's right. I mean, if you have coupons and stuff, yeah, so it doesn't matter how you buy them. But the reality of it is, within the next few years, they're not going to hold value. They probably won't print as many. It's just not going to be a thing. Like, it's going away, unfortunately. I wish that was not the case.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I'm not like against it, but I'm just telling you guys in the chat, like it's happening, and you guys got to get ready for it.
It's happening right before our eyes.
I know it's going to happen. It's going to happen. Like one day, everyone's going to wake up. A bunch of companies are going to announce digital only, and everyone's going to lose their fucking minds on the internet. Mitsud, what's up, man?
What's up?
What's going on?
Yeah, I mean, it depends, but it's happening. It's happening right now. We're watching it unfold in real time.
I say they go heel and just do it with no disc drive.
They might.
Rip the Band-Aid off and just
They might say the disc drive is only available in Japan.
Yeah.
We don't know. I don't think they're going to do that, but I think they're going to offer you that drive, but it's going to be an extra $200. This way, you're still paying more money for it. You're not really getting a deal. And I think a lot of people would say, do I fucking need that thing? Because we do know before the PlayStation 5 came out, digital sales on the PlayStation 4 were up 67%. We covered that on here.
Yeah.
So a lot of PlayStation people already went digital.
And
And you got the service too, kind of lending, that as well.
Yeah.
Encouraging it, more. So
if you never bought a PlayStation and you just buy that service with the console, like, you're good. You don't have to buy games for like fucking 2 years, 3 years.
it's a shame their backlog and their current library is still hit or miss, but you're still good.
They could have had the best backlog in the history of gaming, and they just blew it.
But like you said, you're still good if you get that console and you just want to play some essentials. You have it there. But the dumb shit they do, like, not having Last of Us Part 1 on there.
That's dumb.
All that shit, like, that shit's dumb. Like, I shouldn't have
a
to.
$10 game. You don't have a $10 game on your $120 service,
and it's yours. Like,
but that's their stubborn mentality to not change.
And that's the thing. Watch, Naughty Dog, right? Their next release, they only put out collector's editions, and like that's it. And then it'll be like digital only. Yeah, it'll be digital only, right? And then that's when you'll see all the companies just start doing it. Like, once they do it, then it's going to be like, all right, everyone's just going to start doing it as well. On top of that, there's already a couple of people, but you never know.
Everyone's going to run out and buy Alan Wake 2. And that's when everyone's going to be like, hey, you know what? Alan Wake 2 did really good. We don't have to ship physical. It saves the companies more money. And the companies are charging you more money anyway, so they win.
And when people go into the store, and they say, the guy's like, hey, you could get a PS5 for $399. They're gonna, like you said, they're gonna be like, I don't really need the disc drive. I'll save the money. Like,
what do you think is going on with the Series S? The Series S is like the most sold Xbox in the history of fucking Xbox.
Right. And
it's people because of the price. People don't care it has to have a disc drive. They just want the fucking game.
No, they want to save money on the bottom line. And then, like I was saying before, say that this takes off, and in 2 years, the majority of PS5s are digital, and people don't buy the disc drive. Right. GameStop's not going to want to be caught dead with those discs because they're never going to sell them.
GameStop's not going to be around.
If they're even around. And then Sony's not going to want to print discs because they're going to say, hey, 3/4 of our people are on digital machines. Screw discs. And they're just going to stop doing it. Like you said, with like Naughty Dog.
They're just going to stop doing it. They're not going to look at any feedback. They'll look at feedback at Alan Wake right now and be like, oh, wow, Alan Wake sold 500 million copies? All right, well, we're, who's next? Capcom? We're Capcom. We're not going to ship discs anymore. You know what I mean?
They're all going to see these metrics now. Like
because guess what? At the end of the day, people just want to play games. I don't care how they play it. That's just the way that it is.
Yep.
So, we're going to find out sooner than later. Nick with a $10 super chat. Great conversation. Thank you. We try. I know we're pissing a lot of people off, but we're not doing it on purpose. We're just telling you guys, like, look, a digital PlayStation 5 is coming out this year. And they're making it digital for a reason. It's one SKU.
Yeah, it's all in the court documents, so we're not just like saying this shit.
Yeah, we're not saying this shit to be stupid. Like, it's what it is.
That's the thing when these things go down in court and all the documents get laid out. This is the shit that, we're already talking about this way before all this stuff happened.
Right.
But again, now it's like just like Perry said, just get ready because this is the chess pieces are being moved. This is how it's going down. So.
Okay, Nick, I think you have to understand something. Sony wants to get rid of the 2 SKUs right now. They don't want 2 SKUs at all. So when the PlayStation 5 Slim comes out, it's going to be 1 SKU without a disc drive. What they're going to do is they're going to sell you a disc drive separately. This way they have 1 console SKU, and that's all they have to worry about. So what we have right now, the 2 SKUs, those are going away before the Slim comes out.
They're just going to get rid of.
So there's not going to be 3 PlayStations on the market at once. If you want one with a disc drive built in, you'll have to get one used at that point. That's what they want to do. This is why we're telling you, like, this stuff is happening now. They're preparing for it.
Yeah.
So
You see,
what?
let's see what Stevie Mac said.
Just replace the disc with a giant cookie and buy. Yeah, right.
Yes, I could eat it and then have the case on my shelf. That's perfect.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you know,
And there'll still be collector's editions, like Anthony was saying, but they're gonna have codes in them. They already
collector's editions
do.
don't even come with
Yeah.
the games anyway.
Yeah,
No, that's the thing too. Like a lot of them will just have like Starfield. It'll just be like Starfield's a perfect example. No game, code. There'll be an empty steelbook. You get your little piece that you need, and that's it. You get your art book, and like,
Well,
we've
no,
been
you're
saying on
wrong
the
because
show.
Starfield, the collector's edition, does come with the game.
Oh, does it?
The
I thought it
PC
didn't.
version only comes with the code.
Oh, okay. So that's my bad. I didn't mean
Yeah.
to put
Yeah, they
that out
confirmed that.
bullshit out there. But okay. But yeah, so in that case, but same thing where it will just be like everything but the disc, and then it'll just be an empty steelbook, or
Yeah.
same thing with the RE stuff. You'll get the statue, and then there'll just be, you know, the code for all the stuff, and then obviously the extra content. But or what we said on the show before, you'll have companies like Limited Run where they will cash in on these
Well, I don't know anymore because
big
they fired
games.
everybody at Limited Run. So who the fuck knows what's going to happen
they
now?
scaled it all the way down.
I didn't
Tencent
know
fired
that.
all those guys.
I had no idea.
Yep. So,
When did that happen?
a couple of weeks ago.
Did we talk about that? I don't even remember
Not
talking
Tencent,
about that.
Embracer Group.
Remember how we were saying how
Embracer lost
a
like
big
$2
deal?
billion in the deal and they fired everybody.
Oh, okay.
And
Yeah,
Limited Run was one of the casualties.
Well, the thing is that if it's not them, there will be some other niche collectible company that will probably pick up something like that. You know what I mean? Because if there's money that could be made on, a franchise that, let's say something like Dead Space, like a Dead Space remake, like something that has a lot of hype on it,
Right.
and they do something with a different company this time around, who knows? But I think that option will be there for cult, big franchises, stuff like that. And then all the other games in between will just be
Well, if they get
digital.
somebody that can
then,
run Limited Run properly, then yeah, maybe that'll keep going.
or someone comes through and does it better, does it to where you can get pre-orders without problems, or their
Right.
site doesn't crash, things like that. And
Limited Run's still around, RWK, but the people running it, well, I think they were released.
They scaled it down a lot.
So you could still order stuff from them, but I think whatever deals they have in place,
that's it.
that's pretty much it until they figure out what's going on. Custom controller and headset, also a neat watch, syncs your game with the activity. Yeah, I'm gonna get that, so we're gonna check that out. I asked my sister about the Slim. I'm happy with my disc drive PS5. Good. But when it breaks, you better buy another one now. Keep it in the closet.
Hopefully it doesn't break like mine, or my dad's. Anyway.
Imagine if that thing's not slim. It's like the same size as just the disc drive. Like
Well,
the
that's
other
the thing
digital
too.
one.
That would be horrible.
It's going to be a hard sell for me.
So how are you going to pop in a drive if you got to unpop those plates? Are those plates going away?
That's what I was thinking. Like, maybe if there is no plates, maybe it's just like, well, maybe it's still a plate that you could maybe disconnect, but it's not like, it doesn't have that weird, shape.
Dude, I hope it's not a portable drive, like a USB drive. That would
That's
suck.
what I was thinking.
That's what I was
it's
thinking,
a
like,
USB drive.
Originally, they did patent that for the PlayStation 3.
Like the HD DVD player for 360. That's what I was thinking of.
Sony
like it just connects like a parasite.
patented portable disc drive for the PlayStation 3 to play PlayStation 2 games backwards compatible, but they never released it. But they did file a patent for it because I saw the whole thing. I saw the schematics when they posted it.
No, Nick, unfortunately, you can't. And I don't know why it's like that. Because if they do 2 and 3, then what are they going to do? Say you have to sign up for the service?
Yeah,
it's
you can't.
Stupid.
You can't sign up for the service and unsubscribe and keep the games. That's not how it works.
So the only games that are like that are on there is a Tekken 2 and Resident Evil Director's Cut. It's so screwed up. Where Siphon Filter, all of them I got individually, or I own them already. So I own 1, 2, and 3 on PS3. So they honored that Believe it or not, they did. And I was able to just get them for free. Toy Story 2 is another one that got carried over. But I don't know what the hell they're doing, man. Like I said, that whole catalog needs to be, you know, just kind of
Dude, they can
revamped.
whoop Game Pass's ass. And they just don't because they're lazy. All you need to do
Yeah.
is put your whole lineup up there.
And Director's Cut should just be available. Like, I understand they do that to get people on. Like, I get it. They know Resident Evil is Resident Evil, but you should just be able to get Director's Cut how it is. But this is like a new version of Director's Cut where it's the same, but it's like it's the original version of Director's Cut, but you can use the analog stick and it has everything. So it's kind of like unique in that way where they kind of like adjusted it a bit and it has the upscaling, but it's like I could buy 95% of the other PlayStation 1 games. Why can't I buy Director's Cut or Tekken 2 on their own without signing up? Because I don't sign up for the service. Like, I don't play anything on the service. I never
I'm
signed
stacked
up for
and
that.
I still feel ripped off.
Yeah, so I haven't. That's why I haven't streamed it. Because some people are like, "Oh, have you ever streamed the?" I'm like, I'll just play the true Director's Cut and I'll be fine. Like, I don't need to sign up for something to stream it for one time and then that's it. And there's no trophy support on that game either. So how are you gonna
Yeah,
put
but you
trophy
see,
support in
Anthony,
all
you
these
made a
other games?
mistake. Because you game share with your dad, you have it now. So you can stream it this month.
Well, I signed them up for the basic, like, you know, you have to sign up for the
Oh,
the
you have to sign up
service.
for another tier for that?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
It's
you got to be a
fucking
part of
dumb.
the service, I'm pretty sure.
Dude, that's pretty fucking dumb. Why does PlayStation have like 10 tiers?
because they
Like,
don't
I just
they
signed
don't
them
even
up
want
for,
to do it
like,
at all.
you know, just the entry level,
Yeah, they don't want to do it.
just to get them to do the the save backup thing. Which again shouldn't even be a thing, but
Well, another reason why Sony needs to go out of business.
But even on their service, they're
And you all have to go
resistant.
out and buy Xbox and get digital games and
thank you, Stevie Mac. It's premium tier only. That's what I thought.
premium tier, huh? Look at that.
Yeah, so you essentially have to sign up for that just to play a game that is, you know, that came out in 1998, 97, 98. It's like, why?
Come on.
Yeah. They don't have Dino Crisis on there. They don't even have RE2, RE3. They don't have fucking Soul Reaver. They don't have, you know, all these games that should be on there are just classic games from that era. Like, just where are they? You know, like the service has gotten better, but then also it's also weird. Like, I know it's up to the developers of what games get trophies and what doesn't, but like it's kind of weird they didn't do that either, especially when you're charging people for that shit. Like, all RE premium only. It's like, where are the trophies, man? People like trophies. I mean, I know some people don't give a shit. It's a game that's over 20 years old. Who cares about trophies? But some people do. And I like getting trophies and
Yeah,
Siphon
but you know
Filter. I
what?
thought
If
that
it's
was cool.
exclusive to the service and you can't buy it, it should come with the fucking trophies.
Exactly. It doesn't feel what's premium about that. Hey, here's this game, no trophies, and if you like cancel or if there's something that happens with your membership, yeah, you're done. You can't play it. It's like if I just buy it and I have it, I can play that whether I have Plus or not. What's the problem?
Right.
You know? So yeah, really annoying. And yeah, that's why I haven't checked that out yet personally. But I've seen it. Like, I've seen other people play it, so and it's good, but I'm not gonna like, it's good that it's on there for people to check out if they've never played it, but behind that premium shit, kind of annoying. So we'll see what Sony fumbles this year, what they fall into. And
They're gonna fumble with the digital edition.
they're gonna turn heel.
Oh,
I'll
Sony
tell
loves you so much, guys. Like, guess what? The PS5 Spider-Man still isn't on disc. And it never will be on disc.
Does that collector's edition come with the disc?
What?
The statue that they had for Spider-Man? That
A
thing that was
Spider-Man
going up for
2?
pre-order? Yeah.
I don't know. I think so.
Uh,
But you can't buy the PS5 version of Spider-Man, the first Spider-Man game. You can only buy digital or with Miles Morales. Because Sony loves you guys so much they won't stamp it on a disc for you.
You could buy it physical on PS4.
Kind of sounds to me like they want people to go digital, huh? Huh?
Yeah. Carlos is ready for Metal Gear Solid.
Yeah, hope you're ready to play it on the Switch.
Can't believe it's coming on Switch.
That's actually what I'm only gonna play it on that, on the Switch.
It's coming to Switch and PC, and Metal Gear 4 is coming. It's going to be in Volume 2, and it's going to be multi-plat for the first time ever.
It's finally going to be free.
That was the first thing I said when we saw that trailer. I was like, that's kind of crazy to think that if they do a little update, that will be, on there. And that's cool. Shit like that's cool to see.
Well, Volume 2 you're going to have to buy, just like Volume 1.
Well, of course, yeah. Oh, yeah. You're going to have to pay.
Be on there, 60 FPS, I guarantee.
Yeah, if you get them all, if it's like you have them all, then you just have the definitive way of playing them, so that's cool.
Carlos, why are you going to play on Xbox? It's on fucking Steam.
Play it on your supercomputer.
Yeah, I built him a computer, and then he ran out and built another computer, like a week later.
Play it on one of your
It's like, dude, I built you a computer for the next 5 years, and you ran out and built a computer again.
He hooked them together, and now he has a mega computer.
Yeah.
He's going to have like a Megazord computer with all the computers.
What are your thoughts on Silent Hill 2 Remake? My thoughts are I'll play it on PC. Looks good, though. I hope they go back and remake 1, though.
Yeah, it looks good.
I'm a big fan of 1.
Hopefully they redo 1. Yeah, I really enjoyed 1. And I'm going to be streaming Silent Hill 2 as well. That's coming up on the channel. So that's going to be fun to go back and play. But I really enjoyed that. I can't wait for the remake, and hopefully we actually get a date on it, because there's no date yet. But we'll see, and hopefully it doesn't get delayed until forever.
Metal Gear 4 on PC with no PlayStation emulators. It'll be nice.
Yeah, that's really cool. I think a lot of this stuff, especially with, Silent Hill 2 and following, what RE2 Remake kind of started to bring back that trend of like horror remakes and stuff. So that's really cool that, we're seeing Silent Hill kind of come back in that, and hopefully, like you said, if 2's successful enough, which it will be, they'll go back and do 1, and then they can eventually do 3, and then just kind of bring back, and then they got the other million Silent Hill releases that they talked about at that thing. So, it hopefully will come back in a good way. And I'm assuming Silent Hill 2 Remake is going to be their kind of next leap forward, and like, hey, we're going to be back on the board with the franchise that's been dormant for over 10 years.
Call of Juarez Gunslinger worth $3? Yes. Sorry.
Oh no, I was just saying, yeah, I'm excited to see what they do with the remake.
Hopefully the soundtracks are upgraded. I believe they will. Let's go, Anthony. I'm gonna replay that before release also.
Yeah.
Nice.
I've never played any of them, so I'm gonna check out the remake.
This guy.
It's just like Resident Evil. I'm gonna.
Well, I only beat the first Silent Hill, so there you go.
Oh, okay.
Even though I owned 2 and 3 at one point, and then I sold them. I'm definitely playing on PC, but I'm just happy Xbox is not only on PlayStation. Yeah, well, PlayStation's on their way out. Hey, everybody, listen, hug your PlayStation, because there might not be another generation of PlayStation.
Hug it.
They're going to come in and take it
sleep
out
with
of you.
it. We know half of you guys out there sleep with your PlayStations.
Oh, jeez.
But you guys don't. I sleep with it and leave it plugged in so it heats my blankets.
Oh, no.
That fucking piece of shit boat. We're gonna look back at that thing in 10 years and be like, what a piece of shit boat this thing is.
Hopefully I'll look back on it in like a few months.
When I was changing the power supply in his, it's like, this is embarrassing. These fucking panels on this stupid thing, they pop off, they have knives on the end of it.
You can use them as traps in the ground, so you can.
It's like Jigsaw created a console. Like, what the hell is this?
You called it a bear trap. That's so funny.
The balls on these people.
I hope
Xbox literally threw a bunch of parts in a box.
Yeah, it's a box.
Nintendo literally threw a bunch of parts in a little not box.
The switcheroo, man.
Little shell.
Usually my PS5 is an ass warmer for the winter. There you go.
That's what the big one's going to be good for.
Yeah, I
I heard Asus is gonna make the PS5 Slim.
If you want it to
Call it
break,
the Asus ROG PlayStation Ally.
you should call it the rob because it's robbing you.
It's taking all your money.
We got to talk about that too.
Fuck that
It's a
thing.
mess. It's a big mess.
It's eating SD cards and shit now.
Yeah, we could just jump into it. So,
No, we're not jumping into that. What are you doing?
I don't know. You were saying
You're just
something
taking
about
control of the show for no reason.
it. I don't know what to
We
do.
have to keep nailing Sony right in the fucking face.
Hey, I'm
Because they're
fine
gonna
with
lose the
that.
war next week.
We're about to find out. Let me
Check
see
the
if they
deals
updated.
at the PlayStation Store every once in a while. You can upgrade your PlayStation 5 tier for cheaper. Upgrade mine for a few bucks. Or you could just
Yeah.
get Game Pass and shut up. How about that?
It just depends on
Just
if you
get
think
Game Pass. You guys are wasting
whatever
time.
service is
Your struggles are
worthy.
futile at this point.
$7 months of sub for 15 buckaroonies.
They'll be like, "You got a deal? You're banned."
Dude, that service isn't worth $10 a fucking month. It's not It's not worth $10 every 3 months.
Sony's like, oh,
No.
you saved money? Bam.
If you don't have PlayStation and you're just jumping in, it's a great deal. If you've already played those games, forget it. What are you paying for?
It's a waste.
It's a waste of money.
And they lied. They said they were gonna update it
They always
monthly, and they
lie.
never do.
PlayStation always fucking lies.
PS lie.
PS5.
They keep messing with this document, but nothing's happening. So,
All right, we'll move on from Sony. I know people are getting butthurt that we're butthurt. So what are you talking about now? This ROG Ally?
yeah,
Republic of Gamers? People don't even know what the fuck that stands for. I know what it stands for.
the ROG Ally.
You know how I
the
know what it stands
ROG.
for? Because that's the name of their motherboard brand for the last 20 years.
Right. So people are saying a good amount of people are reporting SD card reader failures. The thing is just failing when it gets an SD card in it. I saw a couple videos on that. Apparently, the machine's getting pretty hot.
The BIOS
overall-
updates are making it hotter.
Yeah, there's tons of BIOS updates and driver updates.
Dude, there was
And
an old lady reviewing this thing saying don't buy it.
Yeah,
We're not even kidding.
We just watched it before actually, but it's having setup issues. It's a mess. It's an absolute mess. There's tons of videos online that you could watch. If you just want a nice, quick thing to jump into, just get the Steam Deck. Yes, it's technically less powerful.
But what about
Bob?
You're not doing yourselves any favors picking this thing up. From what we've seen, the build quality is not very good. It's got tons of issues. I would not recommend. And I've literally watched like a ton of videos on this, so you can go look for yourselves if you don't believe me.
Yeah, Asus sucks. Fuck
I'm not
you,
a Steam
Asus,
Deck
you piece of shit.
fanboy.
what's the price point they're
It's
asking?
$600.
It's
Holy
more than the
shit.
Steam Deck too. On top of it, so. And it has
Like-
Windows on it, which is fine, but it's
Yeah.
not doing it any favors. I mean,
Yeah, like,
it's
why would
technically
you-
easier to install stuff, but not
Yeah, but
really. I mean,
everyone says that the initial install is 2 hours.
yeah, because you got to update.
You can't even play a game
everything.
for 2 hours.
Is it because the Steam Decks aren't available? Is that why people are buying it?
No.
No, you
Steam
can buy a
Deck's
Steam
available.
Deck. They're actually on sale right now, I think, for the summer sale.
Oh, okay.
But it took me 10 minutes to sideload Diablo onto my Steam Deck and it works fine. Like, it's not hard. I don't know why
Like, why would anyone pick
people.
this over the the alternative, which is the better option,
Well, it's technically
rather
more
than
powerful, so people
More
are,
powerful, but less battery life. Blah 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 blah
the
blah.
battery only lasts like an hour or two if you're
The thing is,
really.
people that don't know anything about Asus are buying it, thinking it's like God's gift to the world, and it's like,
Yeah.
guys, Asus makes kind of shitty products.
Yeah.
They like get all this hype for their motherboards, but all their products end up breaking. I've had
And
several of their products that just stop working.
this isn't the end all be all. Like we were just talking about before. Steam is going to make a more powerful Steam Deck. Like, you don't have to run out and buy this now. I would wait to see what happens with the market. Number one, other companies are going to make these.
Dude,
This
the
is not
SD
the
card
first
slot is
company.
melting on these things.
Right.
Your
We saw
SD
videos
cards are
where
getting
people returned
destroyed.
it. I would say wait and see what happens with the market. See what else comes out. See what Valve releases. Like, you don't have to just run out
In
and
the
buy this.
meantime, I would just get a Steam Deck.
Right. If you need something today, just get a Steam Deck
Get the
because you're
Steam
going to
Deck.
save yourself the headache. I mean, it's much more issue free, and I've used the Steam Deck a lot. I've only had minor issues with it.
Yeah, I played
So-
Frank's at the shop the one time. Literally, I think it was for the 10-year show, and that was my first time playing it. And it was awesome. Checked the RE4 on it, and it's nice and compact, and obviously it's it's a lot better of an experience than a Switch will give you. Something like that's that size, and it's worth it just for that alone, just to have that at your disposal.
Did you hear the Gabe Newell thing that I sent in the chat?
Yes. Yes.
We created the ultimate Switch piracy machine.
At first, I was like, "Could this be real?" And then it just got so out of control that I was like, "No."
There's a video where someone used AI, and Gabe Newell's like, "We created the ultimate Switch piracy machine."
He's like cursing and stuff. It's
Yeah.
so funny.
That's awesome.
I mean, to be fair, like, a lot of people play Switch games on it. Wait, they actually.
You
Yeah.
can play Switch games on it. That is a
Yeah, I was
fact.
gonna say. I mean,
I
people
played Kirby on mine.
have a better experience from that,
And they uploaded a video to the official YouTube channel one time, and they accidentally left the emulator icon on the screen, and they had to take the video down and like take it off because they don't want to get in trouble.
Oh, we can't do that.
But yeah, if you're in the market for a handheld PC like that, just grab the Steam Deck for now. I think it's on sale, like I said, and you get a better experience for less money.
Or just
Or-
wait.
Yeah, or wait till somebody
And
else
if you
comes
can't
out
wait,
with
get a
one,
Steam
or-
Deck.
Yes.
Not this piece of plastic crap.
The ROG.
The ROG says it's going to overheat your SD card.
Or you could buy it from Best Buy, play it for a few days, and then return it.
Like
If you
Victor
really want to
Lucas
see-
did.
Yeah, he played it for 2 weeks and then
He
returned it.
said that it drove him crazy.
Well, he had to fully reset his after, like,
He said
again.
he tried to reset it 3 times and it didn't work.
Yeah, forget that, man. Like,
He goes,
I
I just
were
wanted
guys
to
that
play a
have to
game
review
in
this
bed
shit.
for an hour and it cost me 5 hours to try to get this thing to work.
He probably lost sleep. He was probably like, "God damn it,
He
I gotta
did.
record this video." Well, that's
gotta
the thing. It's like
Watch his review. He shit all over that thing.
these poor guys have to review this shit. you
You
know,
know,
it's like
Okay, so listen. I saw a video, all right? I don't remember who it was. It was a bunch of these guys podcasting about the Ally. I saw it today. And the one guy goes, well, they sent me a review unit, and there were a lot of problems, but I didn't report it because I didn't want to look bad. And I'm like, your fucking job is to
that's
review
your
this
job.
point.
Yeah. That's your job, man.
thing. Your job is to write, hey, I had the
They're
machine
still
and like
gonna send you
25 different
stuff.
things happened to me.
They're still gonna send you stuff if you tell like it is, and if they don't, then that's their problem because you're trying to give them feedback. If they stop, like, if they did that to everybody, it's like all the reviews would be the same.
Maybe
But
if
sometimes
your
they
review will
are.
point something out and they can fix it in the BIOS update
Right.
instead of people going out and buying it for $600 and then having to be the guinea pigs.
And we talk about that all the
Fucking
time. Like
reviewers
people,
today, man, they piss me off.
yeah, they
Oh,
either
I don't
tell
want
the
to say
truth or they
anything.
kiss
What do you mean they
ass.
didn't want to say anything? They said a
Yeah.
review unit.
It's
That's
like
your whole point.
they either tell the truth or they kiss ass, and it's like, listen, like you have to tell these people what's going on. That's why, you never have that problem with the people that like we watch, that we stick with, because we try to not watch people that are just kind of,
Capcom sent you a bunch of codes, and you're like, yo, Resident Evil Village fucking sucks.
yeah,
And they keep sending you codes, right? Because they're like, okay, that's his opinion.
yeah. I mean, even the DLC,
He still
I
sold
wasn't.
copies in the chat just for playing the stupid game, so we're good.
Yeah, I told the truth about the DLC too.
Yeah, you
How it
didn't say,
wasn't like,
yeah, Capcom gave me a code, and guys, I have to tell you, this is a 10 out of 10.
yeah, it's like this is,
Make sure you buy 3 copies of this game, please. It really helps me out.
yeah. Yeah, no, I mean, that's what's kind of cool about, most of the stuff that,
I didn't want to say anything. You
Yeah, it's
fucking
like
idiot.
a lot of times when you sign up for these things, or if you're part of, something like that, they usually say you can say what you want. You could voice your opinion. I mean, it's not like you're just bashing it for the sake of bashing it. Like, if there's an actual problem that took you, time, you have to put that in your review. I mean, you have to let people know what's going on, and you're doing the right thing if you're, including everything in there, valid points as to why it's a problem. It's not like, it's just, you don't want to see people kissing ass, but you also want to see people telling it like it is as well, and just being honest and saying this works, this doesn't. But if this really doesn't work, then this is a problem.
Richard, what's up, man?
So
Yeah, no, the Asus Ally? No way. No way.
Yeah, we'll all pass on that one right now.
I'll pass gas on that one.
I'm glad none of us got it. Usually we go out and get stuff, but
No, dude, once you see Asus's name on it, you're like, stay away.
well, that's what you said, and look what happened. You're
Freaking
right.
Mel Gibson with the hold from Braveheart.
That's when you initially saw it, you're like, it looks cool, but it's them, so I don't know if I should buy it. You literally said that.
Good thing I didn't, or else I'd be
Yeah.
going crazy right now.
Yep. That's a lot of money to waste on something like that. So,
I got
but
the
if you
Steam
don't
Deck.
believe us,
I barely use it, so why would I go out and buy that?
true. I don't use mine as much either. When you have a whole setup, it's hard to sit there and play in a little handheld when you're like, I could be playing this on a TV or whatever. So, but whatever. If you don't believe us, go look up videos. There's tons of them.
Hey, look at the old lady.
That's right.
She said that this thing's a headache. It's not even worth it. So did Victor Lucas, the old man. He said the same thing. He said, don't buy this shit.
His video was the most like believable and personable. Like a normal person would be explaining to you their problems. That's why I liked his the best.
that's what I like about his reviews.
He's the only man that could be angry but still like look like he's happy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like I had to return this thing.
But he still has like
he's
a
still
straight face. Yeah.
Yeah, he's got like a big smile on his face.
He never like moves his eyebrows down like he's like pissed. Like he's just like, but I'm still like,
He's the
upset about
happiest,
this.
angriest man.
Yeah. Yeah. He's not afraid to say it like it is.
If you want to see the whole setup process, you go watch Lon's video too. He literally streamed for hours trying to like set it up.
Oh my god.
And it was a mess. So that's he's good too, Lon.tv.
Yeah, man. I mean, again, you have to just weed through the people. It's like anything else with people covering stuff. You just gotta find the people that are good and fuck everyone else. Oh, I didn't want to say. I didn't.
Too, but
we had to whisper about the problems. It's like what
Okay,
why be
motherfucker.
quiet
I
about
have a problem with YouTube. Okay. When I was looking up how to change the power supply in the PlayStation, I had like 3 fucking videos where people were like whispering. And it wasn't ASMR. It was just these stupid fucking people whispering. Here's how you fix it in case there's a power. I'm like, why are you whispering?
They don't want Jim
Why are you
Ryan to
fucking
hear.
whispering?
Remember?
Okay, there was a power outage. You'd be screaming and yelling at your PlayStation's broken. Not, hey guys, my PlayStation broke. I'm going to show you how to fix it. And then the guy shows the PlayStation's flat out working, and he's like, I'm going to show you how to fix it if it's broken. And he turns it off and then holds the button down. I'm like, I thought lightning struck your system and you can't turn it on.
He didn't record the process of him doing it. Yeah. It's like you're showing me the end result. Like, how did we get here?
Could you imagine? It's just a guy with a flashlight, and he's like, "Shh, he'll hear you."
Well, all these guys are like, whispering, and I'm like, why?
They don't want to wake up their parents, so Mommy and Daddy will be angry.
Stop filming videos at 11 o'clock at night when your parents are sleeping.
They'll get in trouble for having a PS5.
I would die laughing if, like, the guy made too much noise and, like, the bull guy from Resident Evil 4 broke the door down and screamed. And then the video cuts off. That would be entertaining.
The camera just falls down like Rich Project.
It's like, why do you care about a PS5 when there's a ball man in the next room? Like, what is wrong with you?
That would be entertaining.
Get your priorities wrong.
You just hear the door open and what the fuck?
This is an Xbox household. How dare you have a PlayStation in here? I'm sorry.
That's why he has to whisper
because you'll hear the noise,
Well,
those things are chained up.
Whispering, my dad finds out PS5, I'll get in trouble. Dad, did you say PS5? No, Daddy, I didn't. Ah! I don't know. There's some crazy people, man. I'm telling you. One guy sounded like fucking Kermit. And I'm like, are we dead serious here? I'm trying to look up how to change this power supply.
Oh my god. Clowns on there.
At least the one video, yeah. I was gonna say, like, had good angles at least,
Oh, the guy that was forcibly opening his PS5.
Yeah.
I kept saying his name.
And if you subscribe to me right now,
does it.
What a weirdo.
Oh, the internet's filled with weirdos. It says 3 weirdos. Alright, so what other news is there? Is there any news?
Just like I said before, Tokyo Game Show, September 21st to the 24th. Everyone's going to be there, so get ready. Gamescom is the August 23rd to the 27th, and Microsoft's going to have a presence there, so you can check that out. And Stray is coming to Xbox August 10th. So that's pretty much the only stuff that happened this week.
Coming to Game Pass August 10th.
Oh, I even screwed that up. Sorry, I'm not all together right now, but I just haven't been feeling good the past couple of days.
I think his computer broke.
My computer got a Dr. Mario virus.
Dr. Mario.
Go get the Z pack.
Yeah,
helps.
if I don't feel good again tomorrow, I gotta do something. But let me see. I'm checking all the stuff and see if anything else happened.
Anthony's gonna be very busy Saturday night.
Oh yeah,
his favorite match. It's gonna be CM Punk versus Sweet Tooth.
Oh man, is that his big return?
No, his big return was like 3 weeks ago.
But was it? Did he actually wrestle, or did he just walk around for 10 minutes?
No, he wrestled. He's been wrestling.
Cool. That's good.
But Fat Joe over there is he's gonna CM Punk's on the menu this Saturday night.
Wow. I'm sure Nick will watch it.
if he remembers.
The exhausted one might be asleep.
Punk vs. Joe. It's the first time we've got Punk vs. Joe since like what, 08?
That's wild. That's 15 years ago. Damn.
Have they been showing the Ring of Honor footage? I haven't been watching.
Kind of. Dreadpool, what's up, man? How you doing?
What's up, Dread?
He is here.
Going on.
He's here.
He's got new videos. Check his videos out.
I saw the one where he had the Deadpool head. That was pretty cool. It's like a week or two ago.
Yeah, but he's got shorts now that are really professionally edited now.
I
Looks
gotta
nice.
check them out.
I still have on my finger. Oh man, what happened?
Oh, good.
Time flies. It sure does. Did you see the Xbox headset was $50 at Walmart?
Yeah. Did you get it?
Yeah, because my wife, she's
I did get
obsessed
one
with
of
those
these, too.
headsets. Oh, I didn't blow them all. Oh, firecrackers.
Oh,
I did get one of these.
look
So.
at Anthony over there.
Oh, you got it. How'd you get that?
Got it.
Well, you know, when you showed me that, I was like, yeah.
Would you order it like right then and there when I showed it to you?
I ordered it, I think, the next day.
Yeah, I got mine right here.
I was like, yeah, I gotta get that.
I don't know where I put
knew
I was
you
playing I was playing Gears of War 2 with it. It
Mine's
was
over
awesome.
there.
I was playing RE4 Remake with it.
I
It was
got the
awesome.
pink one down here. And the white one.
That's awesome.
Yeah, pink one's down here.
Yeah, they made these things awesome.
Yeah, right?
And you can plug it into your PC too, which is cool.
What? I didn't know that. No, I'm kidding. I knew that. Come on.
Did you see the 8-bit though Neo Geo controllers?
Yeah,
No.
I pre-ordered one.
They look pretty sick, actually.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I pre-ordered the original.
When does this come out? Oh, August 16th. Okay. There's no more news about the other stuff.
You want to check Twitter?
Yeah, I'm checking right now.
Maybe you should check Threads. Oh!
Hey, I'm over there. We all are, right?
We're over there. We're on Threads. Let's see if it actually threads into anything.
It's like the same
I like
thing,
how they
just-
took like an old like 90s term, Threads,
Yeah.
because it used
Yeah.
to be the Threads. And they just like brought that back now.
Thread.
It's funny, Threads is trending on here.
Of course it is.
But people are leaving.
It won't be for long once the beast wakes up and sees that.
Oh, yeah.
The
See if there's any more
Hey, you
news
can't
about-
fix stupid, Anthony.
Can't win all of them, just most of them.
All the money in the world, you can't fix stupid.
Got more money than brains, right?
Threads. Well, let's see where Threads goes.
We'll see.
Like, what was that one? Hive?
Oh, yeah.
Everyone signed up for that shit and nobody uses it. RWK with a $1.99 super chat. Thank you. Thank you and Nick for the super chats tonight.
Thank
RWK
you.
says, I'm listening
Thanks.
till I go to sleep. Great show, y'all. Thank you. Well, thanks for being here and thanks for hanging out.
Yeah,
As
thanks a
always,
lot.
man. Appreciate it. Okay. So what? There's no more news? You want to check Twitter and see if anybody's screaming and yelling?
Yeah, I've been scrolling through right now to see if anything's happening.
Any gaming events coming up or shows?
Not till the end of August. You got Gamescom, and then you got Tokyo Game Show like a month later. But I don't know how much of that they're gonna live stream.
Tokyo
I guess
Drift.
some of it you'll be able to watch.
Game Complainers Tokyo Drift.
Oh, right.
So next week is the 500 show. We'll be live and in person.
Yep.
And hopefully Frank won't be sick.
No, I'll be all right by
He'll be on his
next
Z-Pack,
week.
hopefully.
Yeah, I just have a little cold. I'll be all right by then.
That's what I said. And I had it for 2 weeks. Anyone
Fire.
streaming tomorrow during the day? Anthony is at what, 4 p.m. Eastern?
Yeah, and I will be doing the Resident Evil 3, playing as Nemesis mod, and I was supposed to do it last week, but all the trouble arose. So now that all that's sorted out, it's time to get back on track and do something different. So there's 2 different modes. There's a range mode, and then there's an original mode. So we're going to play a range mode first, because that's going to be all different. And then original mode is still with Nemesis, but it's kind of like the same sequence of stuff of how it happens, just with things switched out. So it's like you fight, from what I've seen from some of the videos, you fight different things because you're Nemesis. So like you fight Jill instead of, where Nemesis would be. So it's kind of funny. But haven't seen like anything really on it besides just like making sure it runs and those little clips. But I'm trying to save a lot of that stuff for obviously like my reaction when I play it. So that'd be fun.
I remember Richard says, I remember episode 300 was 4 years ago. Wow. That's crazy.
Oh, wow.
Are you guys streaming next Wednesday for the 500? Yes. Live and in person.
Yeah, we're gonna be together.
2 hours left to work. Cam May with the $4.99 super chat. 2 hours left to work. Did anyone get Alien Dark Descent? I got it, and I still got to play it.
No,
I didn't buy it.
It's an RTS game. I'm not really into that.
Yeah.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
I mean, if it's good, that's cool, but
I don't mind those games, but I have Diablo, and I don't even have time to play that, so I haven't really been
I know
messing with that stuff.
That was the last like big release, really.
Yeah, that's why I just splurged the money on it, because I was like, well, what else am I gonna play until September?
Yeah, because summer will be over before you know it, but at least there's something else, to occupy the time. For me, it's like I don't know, it's kind of like I don't have too much I haven't beaten, but I'm just kind of like just probably focusing on going back and just getting like some achievements or trophies on some other games, I don't really have like things I haven't beaten or played yet. Of course, with like RE4 being out the way, now it's like trying to check out other things that I haven't played yet, or obviously doing like Silent Hill 2. I want to play the Alan Wake remaster as well before the second one comes out, so that'd be really cool to play. So little things like that I want to try to get into. Obviously Starfield would be really cool because I'm looking forward to hopefully playing that on my build at that point, if all things go well. So
yeah, within the next few months, we're gonna get a ton of games. So
yeah,
the floodgates are gonna open for real this time, though.
Yeah, I'm excited to actually eventually be on a PC that's like going to be able to run stuff at full potential again, or like where it needs to be. So I'm very excited for that, because then I can kind of use it for, the modern games that are coming out now. Not that I couldn't with this, but it's going to be at a completely different level in terms of like what I'm able to do. So
it's nice to just be able to load something up and know it's going to run at like full.
Yeah, and I can
settings.
stream it at the same time, like I can
Yeah.
do what I need to with it, because a lot of times when I'm gaming on the PC, it's because of content related stuff. So yeah, that'll be a really cool next step once that happens. And like you said, all that stuff will kind of hit in the fall. And then you got all the horror stuff coming out. We got Alone in the Dark, Alan Wake 2.
It's gonna be crazy. There's like so much stuff.
Yeah. The Alone in the Dark prologue, I know that's still out there. And I know it's relatively shorter from what I've heard, but I'd like to stream that as well, even if it's only like, a couple hour stream. But I'd like to check it out just because that's another one I'd like to stream when it drops. I want to stream the Callisto DLC. That's the one thing I got to get around to doing. So
Yeah, Perry
Um,
said he beat it, so that's pretty cool.
yeah, so I'll get that.
Shadow Tactics and Desperados 3, cool strategy games. I just finished Callisto Protocol DLC, pretty disappointing. Yeah,
That's
I
what
beat that.
Yeah, I was just talking about that.
I beat that the other night on stream. I didn't think I was going to. I was like, I'll play a little bit of it, but it's only 2 hours long. I do like it a little bit better than the game itself. And the ending boss is kind of good.
Mm.
But the game, this fucking game. You'd think that they would just this would be like the definitive ending, which it is. It's kind of telling you there's not going to be any more games, though.
Yeah.
What I don't like is they did the twist again. You beat this DLC and there's another twist. And it's just like, you fucking people didn't know how to end this game, so you just did another twist and just fucked everything up. So, there you go.
Yeah, I'll try to
ruining it.
Yeah, I'll try to stream it and check it out just to kind of put a cap on that.
Just remember, though, to wait for the end credits, which aren't end credits. It's just the logo flashing for like 10 minutes.
Oh, man.
And then it plays like a secret ending, which it's not even an ending. It's just like a blooper type thing.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'll check it out.
The game, listen, they had a good thing going, and they just fucked it up with the shitty writing. It's just bad. They actually had a good game here, and they fucked it up with the writing. And they didn't know how to end it, and they waited 7 months for this DLC to freaking end the game. I do recommend the DLC, though. If you have the game, check it out. It's on sale on Steam. The game and the season pass, which comes with the DLC. It's only $15 for the season pass, so I think the game's only $30. Runs fine on Steam. I beat it on Xbox because I already beat the game on Xbox, so I was like, I'll get the season pass there. And I don't know. I like the game, but it's like a love-hate thing. It's a good game, but it's just stupid. Like the writing is just stupid.
Yeah, I would agree. I think in terms of the
they had
story,
something, man. They had it. They had it right in their hands, and they fucked it up.
Like, I didn't mind the story in the main game, but there was still problems it wasn't perfect.
Yeah, but you know what, man? You're not going to be happy with
that
ending for the fucking DLC.
Yeah, I might not be. I could just kind of only judge what I played, and it was like it kind of just left me wanting a little bit more.
The DLC plays better than the actual game because the game runs a lot better, and when you get that fucking hammer at the end, like, you're whooping ass.
Yeah,
I was like, wow, this hammer's better than that stun rod.
Yeah, it's cool. It sounds like they switched it up a little bit, but obviously, I agree. It was like the acting was good. They had elements of a good story pieces that were there, but they didn't really. They kind of left you wanting more. And obviously now with the difference of how it's sold affecting how they're ending things now and wrapping things up.
Yeah, they just this was like, hey, you bought the season pass, we're gonna wrap everything up for you now. 7 months later.
Yeah.
And it's like, why? Like, you just killed this franchise.
Yeah, and maybe the ending was affected by the sales too, so they changed what it was.
They basically put a bow on it and said, okay, like, we're out of this now.
Yeah, we're not going to keep this going.
And it's like, wow, you could have actually had an IP had you figured out how to handle it. Look, it's the first game. It's going to be rough. I get it. We've all been there with playing a lot of these games, but it's like they just gave up. They didn't get what they wanted, so they gave up. So whatever. I still do recommend the DLC.
Yeah, I'll check it out.
I don't like the ending. Obviously, no one's gonna like it. It's fucking dumb. But you kind of figure out what's going on while you're playing it anyway. Luna Doc Prologue was only about 10 minutes long. I watched it last year at Callisto. I enjoyed the game. Yeah, here's the thing. I like it too, but it's just like Anthony said. There's problems.
Yeah, I definitely didn't think it deserved all the hate out of the gate right away, and I think that's why I was
Out
definitely
of a 10, I'll give it like a 6.5. You know what I mean?
right.
Because I do like it.
Yeah, I enjoyed it when I played it, when I streamed it and played it a couple
It's
times.
a different type of game. It's not like Dead Space. I know they tried to make everyone think it was like Dead Space, which was probably wrong of them to do. Because when people found out it wasn't like Dead Space, that was where a lot of problems came in. But the game ran like shit for a long time. They did fix it. It was just too late. They fixed it like 4 or 5 months after the fucking game came out. Nobody cared about the game at that point. And I thought, like I said, I thought the DLC was better than the actual game. But the problem is the story is just like it's fucking lazy writing. It's absolutely lazy. It
Yeah,
just doesn't. It doesn't make
had to,
sense.
they probably just had to finish it up. They were
Yeah,
like,
they
yeah, let's
wrapped it
just
up. They, like I said, they put a bow on it and shoved it out the door and said thank you. But at least it is a game, and I think it's one of those games where people will go back and play years later and be like, it wasn't that bad, just had some problems.
yeah.
I think right now, though, first impressions mattered, and that's what killed this game.
In its finished form, when it's like $10 to $15 and
I
people
think
pick it
had
up,
the
then
game not come out with performance issues, people could have forgiven the story a little bit for being weak. But I mean, they were promised Dead Space. They didn't get Dead Space, and then to top it off, the game ran like shit, and people were just done.
I think people kind of made up in their head that it was going to be like Dead Space, but they didn't really advertise it like that. You know, people just
Well,
were expecting it to
they didn't
be like that.
advertise like that, but they did say from the creators of Dead Space.
Well, of course. I mean, there's going to be that expectation. You
Yeah,
can't make fans, wash out their whole expectation because that's there. But the game was trying to
I actually
show
like it
you
for
from the
being
beginning
different.
it was different. Yeah, they were trying to show you from the beginning of that game, like
Like I
this is going to
told
be a
you,
different pace.
when I play that game, I get Alien 3 vibes.
Hmm.
I mean, yeah, he's got a gun, but in the actual game, the gun is like nothing. It's a stun rod that you need to use.
Yeah,
In the DLC, you can pretty much use the gun all you want, and eventually you get the hammer. And the hammer is fucking badass. But I think the ending was just a piece of shit. It was a cop out. It was lazy. It was, hey, let's just get out of this. Let's not try to like expand upon this for a sequel. Let's just fucking end it. We didn't make the money we wanted, so here we go.
yeah.
And that's not cool. I don't like that. And I would be cautious of their next game. Whatever Crafton ends up making after this. They also said it was set in the PUBG universe.
What?
But the week before release, it took the stand. PUBG?
What?
That sounds like a troll.
That's got to
comment.
be a troll because they're not even the same company.
I was gonna say that doesn't even sound right.
One of them is in space.
That's just like me saying, "Yo, it's in the Gears of War universe," but just
A million
go
light
with
years
it.
away, but it's in
Yeah.
the Gears of War universe.
This is where the locust came from, and then it dropped down on Sarah, and that was it.
Glenn was going after people criticize. Who's Glenn? I was enjoying the stream, but I fell asleep. I almost fell asleep playing it.
I still never played the game at all.
Ah,
I don't know, I just never got to it.
it's on sale. You might as well pick it up.
Yeah, I could do that. Check it out finally.
It was striking distance of who made it. Crafton was the publisher. Oh, okay. Well, I still don't fucking trust Crafton.
They used to make good mac and cheese, but not games.
Yeah.
I haven't played it either.
Uh,
No, it takes place in the Resident Evil. No, it doesn't.
This is how
Dude,
false
imagine if
information.
Resident Evil 9 rips that shit off and Chris has a stun rod. I mean, he's got a stun rod in 5, but still. He's like locked in a prison with the stun rod.
You know, why have they
And
never
Birkin's
done that?
uncle is running around the facility trying to kill him.
Could you imagine why haven't they done Resident Evil in like a space station where he's locked in there with all the like?
Because that would be Resident Evil in space.
So what's wrong with that? It's the same thing. You're just
That's
stuck in a
jumping
space
the
station.
shark, and the franchise is pretty much dead.
Hey, it's like it's Resident Evil meets Star Trek. You know, who knows what could happen?
No, but like it's just like the first game where you're trapped in the mansion, but you're trapped in a space station. That's the only difference. No one
Just
can
have
Kind
save
of
you.
did that with
teleporting
Dino
shit.
Crisis. It just wasn't really space, kind of. It was, but it wasn't.
Yeah, they kind of introduced more time travel shit, and then they stopped.
Yeah, and 2.
And never went
2
back.
started that shit. Callisto takes place in the world of Resident Evil Village. Oh, God. Resident Evil in space would just be Dead Space.
You're kind of right. It's
They
kind of
did
true.
Space edition of Friday 13th. Speaking of Friday 13th, that's big news. They are maxing everyone's stats out if you play the game starting
Right
today.
now, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. They gave up.
Because what happened is if you were like,
Well, they
if
can't
you
do
just,
anything anymore.
well, if you just bought the game for $5, there's people who've been playing. There's so few people on that it would be hard to match up because your stats were so far apart. So they're making everyone even across the board so that you can find a match.
Hey, they're editing the game lawsuit.
Oh,
Yeah. The thing that stopped the game to begin with.
It's the Space Edition of Leprechaun. Oh yeah. I'm kind of upset we never got Freddy in space.
Yeah, I know, right? The hell. Leatherface will be in space before Freddy. How many Leatherface films they make? God.
Like he can't be in space. They're all based on a true story, Anthony. Come on.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah.
he got
Well,
into the
they'll-
rocket when it was
Yeah.
launching.
Imagine they're in space. They find a fucking Polaroid camera. That's all you hear.
Oh my god.
That's awesome.
Ugh.
Leatherface in space. Apollo 13 and Texas Chainsaw mashup.
How would
Enough.
they explain him sneaking onto a ship? He's like the loudest, most clumsy like character ever.
Maybe he was like, I don't know. He was sending them
No, here's what happened. At
Okay.
the end of Texas Chainsaw, he's dancing in the street. The aliens pick up his signal from dancing and they abduct him.
Oh
his
my
the
dance
trucker
is-
guy.
His dance prompts the aliens to abduct him.
Let's not forget the trucker guy at the end that just runs away.
That
Or
guy
they
ran right
abduct
into
him
his
too.
house. That guy's dead. That guy ran right into their house.
Could you imagine
He was
gets-
going the wrong direction. Like he should.
Imagine Leatherface gets loose and he's just cutting up all the aliens and like
Yeah.
ugh.
Texas Spacecraft Massacre.
At the end he gets a laser chainsaw. I wish. I would love that.
I don't know.
I did grab a
Watch your bad taste, Frank.
What's that?
You did
a
grab
bad
what?
taste. I grabbed a a few weeks ago I grabbed a copy of Friday 13th like on not 360 on
360.
Xbox One. Yeah. On Xbox 360. No, I just grabbed a copy of it because I'm sure it'll be extinct at some point. So
They said it early on Callisto Critical. Callisto Protocol was attached to PUBG Universe, and people were confused by it. That's weird.
Yeah, I mean, I don't see how because it's so like far removed from that. But I mean, if that makes people sleep at night, that's cool. Just knowing that it's connected to PUBG. I don't I don't know if that's what we needed in that story, but okay.
Well, Texas Chainsaw comes out what? Next month?
Yeah,
Yep, about
August.
a month from now,
Yeah,
That'll be a good play.
August 17th, right?
yeah, I
something
believe
like
so.
that.
That's gonna be fun.
True, there are hints in the game that make it connected to PUBG. That's so weird.
Yeah,
It's probably like the siphon filter thing with Days Gone, where it's like it's not really siphon filter.
Well, just like PUBG, it couldn't last. So there you go.
Yeah,
I heard Callisto is connected to Fortnite.
and Dead Space.
So would be better off connected to Dead Space, says KMMA.
Yeah, well, EA will get a little Sue happy.
Um. If there's if you guys have any questions, this was going to be a short show tonight anyway, because there's not much news. I think obviously for the 500, we should have news on this ABK thing.
Yeah, that would be a more epic show
There
in
might
terms
be
of
news tomorrow on it. We don't know. Whenever they decide to.
yeah, with our luck, that usually happens. We end the show, something happens, or Thursday. It's always like Thursday's always a news break day too.
Well, if it does go down, I'll be on at some point. Frank is sick, so I don't know if he'll be around, but if it breaks during the weekend, maybe we'll try to get on. I don't know. I have no idea.
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
I'm thinking either Friday or Monday or Tuesday. Between Friday and Tuesday, we're gonna know.
Yeah, if it's Monday, Tuesday, might as well just wait until the show at that point.
Oh no, we're doing a breaking. I'm doing a breaking news if that shit goes down. But we're gonna talk about it on the show though,
Right?
because there's gonna be all the fallout from the fanboys and the crying, and
depending on which way it
tweeting
goes,
everybody and threading everybody, and
I don't know who's gonna be crying though. It all depends.
Yeah, I guess we'll see.
Will Jim Ryan have a job this time?
Just ruined PlayStation. Oh, cry me a fucking river, okay? They killed Sega, so
This time next Wednesday, will Jim Ryan still be employed?
no, he's gonna be spending time with his family. His Harry Crumpet Sack, or whatever the hell fuck they call him in the chat room.
Harry Crumpet Party.
Deal of the day is the temperature control mug for $100.
Yes.
The KitchenAid. A lot of it's there's an espresso machine, air fryer oven.
The Alchemist. Will
Lawnmower.
Microsoft get ABK? He says. Jim Ryan. Will Jim Ryan have big cocky or the worst constipation? Find out next time on the Game Complainers.
Who knows?
He's probably sweating bullets like this whole week.
You spend $1,200 on a robotic lawnmower. How about that?
How about $200 for just a regular lawnmower?
Yeah, it's like, what is Best Buy selling?
Your Harry Crumpet. Your Crumpy Harry Potter.
Imagine they get the news and Jim Ryan gets a knock on the door and the guys are there with the samurai swords. That's it. You're out of here.
Dude, the minute that judge comes down with that ruling, it's like go time.
Yeah, that's gonna be it.
Well, you can't say he didn't try.
Yeah.
He went above and beyond. He caused all this like chaos.
He went above and beyond the Call of Duty.
I know I said it last week too, but I just laugh at that guy who at your job was like Call of Duty.
Oh
And then
yeah.
it's like now we're so invested in this friend. It like literally is making like national headlines,
Yeah.
and
Because
you guys
this.
had no idea. Like that would be a massive factor in a $70 billion acquisition.
I want to thank the members of our channel here: David R, It's VB, Dreadpool, Stevie Mac, Jin, Hockey Fan, Nick Nogaria, and Liquor Sandwich. Thank you for being members of the Game Complainers YouTube channel.
Thank you guys.
Thank you.
Patreon. If I can, Patreon's a pain in the ass. Because
Indeed it is.
It doesn't tell you who your patrons are. You have to click like all these stupid things. Okay. So I want to thank our sponsors over on Patreon: JB Zombie 89, Abo, Hockey Fan, and Captain Catch. Thank you for being sponsors of the Game Complainers podcast over on Patreon.
Thank you.
Thank you guys.
Much appreciated. Let me go back here to the chat. Call of Duty FTC Wars coming to Asus's summer 2024.
Coming soon.
He's gonna force. I don't know, man.
Oh no.
It's a little extreme. I think he's just gonna be spending time with his family.
He's gonna have a
He's
lot
gonna be
more
spending time with
on-
his crumpets and tea. Hey, you know what though? Jimbo fought the war, huh? He cost us our taxpayer dollars. He left a lot of damage behind.
They have no choice but to replace him because it's not like he could just go back on all the stuff he did. Like they're gonna have to replace him.
They're investigating Sony. And if
Yeah,
this guy
it's gonna
lied
be
under
weird.
oath, forget about it. Which he did.
I don't know. They're gonna have to replace him. That's it.
Probably. Any questions before we go? I'll do one final poll.
Questions, comments, concerns.
Questions. Questions in the house.
There you go. Just for fun.
There you go. Put your votes in now.
I got Heat on 4K. It was $7.99. Did you guys see
Oh,
that?
hell yeah.
Yeah, I got it
That's
last
a-
time it was on
That's a
sale.
great transfer. That's an awesome. An amazing movie, too.
Well, yeah, obviously. The movie's fucking
I
awesome.
never watched it.
What?
Oh.
Maybe this week when I'm just chilling.
How did you
'cause
not
I'm
watch
feeling
that?
good,
I
I'll-
watched
I'll
that at
pop it in.
Best
If
Buy.
you got
It was on
almost 3
break.
hours, if you got almost 3 hours, that's the
Well, yeah,
It
if
doesn't-
I was gonna lay on
it
the
doesn't
couch
feel
anyway.
like
Might as well
3
throw it
hours.
on.
Yeah. Like it doesn't feel like 3 hours. It's a good movie, but like them trying to explain everything, and it's not like drawn out like today's movies where it's like this didn't have to be 2.5 or 2 hours 45.
I like how
or, like,
Pacino just
3
goes
hours.
up to De Niro and goes, "Hey, I'm going to catch you." it's
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
like he knows he's the criminal, but he's just
yeah.
like, "I'm going to catch you."
I just have to get you in the act, basically. Like I
know
don't have
it's
nothing
you.
on you right now. You're doing this. That is such a great film, and
There's
that's
a
a great
second
transfer.
There's a second movie, but it's a book
Yeah,
that never was filmed.
Michael Mann is writing it.
When did it come out? The movie?
I think the book's been out, Anthony.
95.
95. That's our year for movies.
Wait, Val Kilmer was Batman the same year he was in Heat?
Yeah, it says
Probably
Heat in
shot him in like
1995.
93, 94. Both those movies, were probably shot within those years, I would imagine.
Damn, man, Val Kilmer was all over the place.
Yeah, I feel like back then, yeah, that wasn't probably too out there for actors just to do that many crazy roles in big ass films like that. When you're at least in
Dude,
that
that's
close
when movies were
proximity where it's like you
good.
just see them in everything.
1995 is the greatest year of movies. I don't care what anybody says.
Yeah, and they would just the way that they would the quality was there. And now it's like quantity over quality.
Well, because they had
And that kind of
actual
suffers.
actors back then. Now they grab fucking people off YouTube and Twitch and shit.
Exactly.
TikTok.
There's not really like movie stars anymore. That's kind of a gone era. There's a couple older guys still kicking around, but it's not there anymore.
1994 was the year of Jim Carrey. I think 95 was he was the Riddler. He was in the mainstream.
Yep.
I'm cheating. I'm ending the poll at 100%. There you go.
Well, it's decided,
And if the judge votes the other way, then well, Microsoft is like in big trouble.
Yeah.
They'll just have to go out and buy Sega.
It's ogre.
Playtime is ogre. Shrek.
The third Shrek is coming out on 4K in September.
Yeah, well, I'll wait till that's $10 too.
Yeah, that was a good deal.
Carlito's Way, State of Grace. Some other awesome 90s crime movies. Crime dramas. I never saw Carlito's Way. But when I worked at Best Buy, they made like Carlito's Way 2 with some fucking guy, and it was stupid.
Oh, no.
The
That's
guy
always bad
literally
when
looks like they picked him out of a fucking bathroom or something. I don't know. Like, he looks like some guy just like took a dump, got out of the bathroom, and they were like, "Hey, do you want to be in this movie? You could play as Pacino." Oh, I am Carlito's Way. That was the commercial for this stupid movie. The guy was like, "I am Carlito's Way."
They walked in, took one whiff of the bathroom, and was like, "That's the guy."
That's nasty.
I'm Carlito's Way.
I never saw the original. I gotta watch it. Let's just pretend that sequel doesn't exist.
Oh, man.
Maybe I'll throw Heat
because
on.
When I worked at Best Buy, they put that in a double pack with the original Carlito's Way. That's when DVDs were flying off the fucking shelves. They would do combo packs. They put the new movies with the old movies. So for like $10, you got the new Carlito's Way with the fucking original.
That's like because they had like, the extras just hanging around and they would just re-release them, just to try to get them out there. Those are cool, man. I love those packs. Like when I was a kid, you would find those cheap horror packs or stuff in Walmart or like, you would find them, but like, you're like, all right, just to have them all and it would be a value, you would have them in the thin cases or maybe they wouldn't be in like, but just to have them, like, yeah, I still have a lot of those sets.
Yeah.
Double packs, triple packs. They would always do them when a new movie would come out too, or if it was, especially if it was like a franchise.
20 movies for $5.
Yeah. The simple times,
They used to have those big bins where you could dig through, and it was like $3 or whatever.
Oh yeah, missed that.
I remember. Carlito's Way. What? I don't know what other movies I have here. I think that's it. I don't think I got anything else recently. Ordered some tools for downstairs.
I didn't get anything else. I got the controller. I don't have anything pre-ordered really. Well, the Scream Steelbook, but that comes out what, next week?
Why is that coming out like 5 fucking years after the movie came out?
Forgot I had that ordered. You're right.
This
Let
movie
me
came out in
check.
March.
Oh, don't worry, we won't get it when it comes out. It's fine.
I'll
'Cause,
get it bent.
it's Amazon, yeah, or we'll get it smashed.
July 13th.
Oh shit, so like next week.
Yeah.
This deal is gonna be closed by the time this thing comes out.
And The Last Dragon is September 20th. It already dropped down to $29.99.
I think it dropped down to like $18 the other day when I checked.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh shoot. Well, that's good.
A lot of these 4Ks are dropping.
Yeah, it's good for us. That's why if you just pre-order it, they'll get the best price.
Yeah, but you get it like 25 days later.
Yeah.
That's the thing, because like, yeah, so right now, if I reorder my Scream Steelbook, I'll get it 2 days sooner.
Wow.
So right now, it literally, so it says get it right now, free delivery, July 11th. Mine's not getting there until the 13th.
Sucks.
So I'll probably just reorder this.
It's so dumb.
Like, I shouldn't have to do this, but I'm gonna do it. You bastard.
They got you. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't care when it comes. I freaking bought it on Xbox.
And I like how it says that too. Release day, delivery. It's like you say that every time, and it's never.
Amazon doesn't know what the hell they're doing.
It's never what you tell me, Amazon. All right, so I just ordered it again. I'm gonna cancel my other one. Now this one says arriving June 11th, or sorry, July 11th. So yeah, let me cancel the other one.
So I will say this: if you want to send out video shoutouts, kind of like we did for the 10-year video shoutouts for the 500th episode, let me know. You guys know where to contact me, so drop the links there, like you did for the other show, and I will put them in a video, and I will play them next week when we get together live again.
Yeah.
If you want to record a video, let me know. Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It's gonna be a fun show. You know,
Even if you
it's
upload
always
a
gonna be
video
good.
on YouTube and you link it to me, I could rip it and put it in the show. Whatever you guys want to do, let me know.
Yeah, and you guys got a week's notice, so
1 week's notice.
1 week.
I'd like to have everything done by Tuesday afternoon, if possible. This way I could put everything together.
Yeah. Good to have
Yeah, it'd
everything
be
set
fun.
up.
We had a good time last time for the 10-year, so
Yeah. Yeah, the in-person shows are always fun, you know.
Yeah, they're fun to do. We'll see. We'll see if it's good enough to be outside. If it's too humid, we'll be inside again. So it'll be fun. We'll check it
the
out.
humidity's been crazy lately.
Oh
Yeah,
my
you know, the
God.
humidity was bullshit today.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it definitely is a pain.
It was like there was no air outside.
Yeah.
And I'm smelling burning now. The air conditioner is off because it's just freaking fires over there.
It's hazy.
What funny? Same thing delivery happened. What's funny? The same thing happened. Same. I can't. Can I read right now? What's going on?
No, I think I don't know what happened there.
No, it's. But still, I'm trying to piece together.
I had the same-
What's funny is the same thing. The same day delivery. I can't. Can you read? Try to read that. It's
Yeah,
me
it's
because I just can't.
Goes to
Same
my,
day delivery. I don't know. Aunt, can you get? I can't.
what's
see
funny,
it.
the same thing delivery, same day that goes to my adopted mom, I update to my address 2 days later.
Oh, okay. So he's saying
He retracted it.
she'll get it the same day, but he gets it 2 days later or whatever.
Right.
Well,
Okay.
yeah, well, that's the thing too. It's like, and it constantly changes, like depending on the item. And that's what makes it annoying, is because it's like sometimes you'll get something and it'll stay the same and then it will change. And it always happens with these movie releases, even the games, as Perry said on the show
I
for
ordered an
him.
SSD a month ago because it said, "Oh, arriving Thursday." I said, "Okay, cool." And then it changed from arriving Thursday to arriving Thursday, July something, and I'm like, "What?"
Yeah. It's like, why even list that there if that's not like they know your address, you're signed into your account, it's telling you a certain date. It's like you can't like believe it. It's like you just got to be like, all right.
And
But
breaking news: they just shipped the SSD today.
oh wow,
I'm waiting a month for this stupid thing.
That's what they did with the Hyperkin controller. They were like, "Oh, you're gonna get it now." Then they're
Yeah,
like, "Oh,
and
now
they
you're
fucking
not."
mailed
And
it
then,
when everyone had no money to buy it.
yeah.
Stupid. Amazon's got to get on their shit because this is stupid. Remind me, and I'll send another video for 500. All right, cool, man. Same day delivery, get shipped to me 2 days later. One zip code over. I need it faster, and I have it shipped to her house, and I go pick it up that day. Yeah, see?
yeah, it's
Wow.
ridiculous. You even have to do that just because of something as simple as like a zip code, or it's like, it's coming from the same,
No, it's not your fault.
it's coming from the same warehouse clearly, and so
Well,
yeah,
they did
it's
that
just
with the shop. They would send me shit like my stuff gets at the shop at like 10 o'clock in the morning, but if I order it to the house, it comes at like 6 o'clock at night.
yeah.
And it's literally one town over, but it's 5 minutes away.
So you would just order everything to the shop because it'll get there sooner,
Right.
if you need it. That's the thing too. It's just like if you need something, like now I've done the 1 day ship before with items and I've gotten it the next day or like the next morning. So like I have gotten stuff
She's
on
down the street
time.
from me. Oh, man.
Oh, that's bad. Yeah.
That's
I
really
mean,
bad.
but yeah, I mean, that's the thing. It's the inconsistent shit is where it gets, but it's always like pre-order stuff. Like I never have a problem with like 1 day shipping or the 2 day shipping sometimes with like other items. But when it comes to like pre-ordering, man, they just give us the
Jeez.
finger.
We get punished for pre-ordering stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, and if you don't pre-order it and they sell out, you don't get it.
I'm surprised our consoles got here.
This is get their packages first. It depends. I've had situations where
hmm.
they didn't bring my stuff, and the lady's telling me, "Oh, they'll deliver it by 9 p.m." And I'm like, "They never come here at 9 p.m."
So when I
The
worked for
lady
Amazon,
literally lied to me on the phone all fucking day long, and I waited till 10 o'clock at night at the store,
oh my god,
even though I knew that they didn't. And then when I called at like 10 o'clock, the guy was like, "They went home at 6." And I was like, that
Wow.
fucking lady told me to wait at work all fucking night, and they went home at 6 o'clock.
Wow.
yeah, when I
The lady
worked
was like
there for
crying on the phone, like saying, "Sir, it's gonna be there at 9:30."
What?
Yeah, that happened.
yeah, the short time that I worked there, when you would do the routes, like the businesses were just kind of mixed in. They weren't
Yeah, the
like first
businesses will
dibs.
always get the packages first. Like he's right about that. But in the last like 5, 6 years, they don't even give a fuck anymore.
It's mixed in with like
Yeah,
home
it's
addresses. Yeah.
it's not even
Like I would
priority
drive into like
anymore.
a business and then I would hit like a patch of like apartment complexes and then I'd be hitting like a house and then it'd be a business and then
Because
it'd
I
be a
used to get
house.
stuff at 10 o'clock at the store, but now it's like
Yeah.
sometimes I get it at 10, sometimes I get it at 1, sometimes
It's
I get it
so
at
weird.
4.
It would have made my route easier if I did all the big businesses because then it would probably be on a main road. Like I'd be able to actually pull in and like stop like at a good spot like for the van and shit. But like
Right.
yeah, it being mixed in, like Perry said, it's just very it's just how they do it. It's a very unfortunate thing, and it's like especially around here where some of the areas are like it's very spaced
They
out, so you're just
literally would
driving for
ignore my store, say, "Oh, nobody was there," and I'm like, I was right by the front door. Like the lights are on, the door is
yeah,
open. We're here. You never stopped by, and the guys were literally down the street where Subway was, where Subway is over there, eating lunch. And I'm like, can't they just swing back around? They're like, no, you would have to come to us. We're at the parking lot down the street. You can come to us and pick up the package. It's like, wow, you can't just drive like,
yeah. Even though you're paying for them to give it to you,
like half of a quarter of a mile down the fucking road.
So stupid.
Yeah, that's when I went there and I told the guy, I was like, I hope Amazon puts you guys out of business. The guy says, you have a good day, sir. And I'm just like, yeah, fuck you. I didn't say fuck you to the guy, but in my head I was like, fuck you.
Yeah, like fuck this.
Because it's stupid. Like, how are you not gonna deliver my stuff? I have stuff to I had stuff I had to repair and everything and all that stuff.
Yeah, stuff's going on, you know?
I ordered a switch dock and then they put there is no business on the street. And it's like, go fuck yourself, you idiot. I've had several things from Nintendo delivered.
Yeah, no problem.
That was when they got mad because the guy stole the game from us.
Oh, yeah.
I remember
The
that.
UPS guy stole the fucking Lego game that we had. So they were trying to get back at me. So I just called their fucking guy, their head of security guy, and he's like, yeah, they're being stupid. They straightened that out.
Best.
103 yesterday feels like 115. I felt like an oven. Oh man.
My God. It was like 94 here today with like 1,000,000,000% humidity.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
I stayed in and I went outside to take a drive and I was like, holy shit, what happened?
Crazy.
Shout out to Medea. Not the movies, but the air conditioners. The
Shout out to
Medea
Medea's
air
Christmas.
conditioner is awesome. I'll just say that.
Look.
Oh, Grand Theft Auto's in Game Pass.
I was just thinking that. Like,
Hell
you
yeah.
literally just read
All
my
the
mind.
versions. So you have the Xbox One, Series S, Series X. It's all on there. I
As
think
it should
it's
be.
on PC too. Maybe I'm wrong about that. About it being on PC, Game Pass, but it's in Game Pass.
That price for the remasters were too high anyway, so that's cool that they put them on there.
And they're saying the Red Dead Redemption remaster is still ongoing
I hope so.
because it got rated in Korea or something.
Yeah, I've already talked about that a couple shows ago. That's awesome that like it's still going on, and you know because it's such a great game, and I think a lot of people need to check it out if they haven't.
I want to
Obviously,
check it out. I want to
yeah.
at 60 FPS though.
Yeah, man, that's I put a lot of hours into that game, and I like Red Dead 2 as well, and I still haven't completely finished it, but
Red Dead
I
2 is
like to.
good, but excuse me, well, I'm freaking yawning over here. Red Dead 2 is good, but it's just too much story, and I'm like, I want to play a game.
That game's so long.
Like you're walking with the guy with the horse, and he's talking to you. It's like it's not even a cutscene. It's just
Yeah, there's a
you
lot
having
to
to walk
learn.
back with the guy, and the guy talks to you. It's like
There's so
man.
much in that game, like it's so intricate. So there's a lot more. Yeah, Undead Nightmare was awesome. Yeah, I would like them to bring that back too. That was
Medea
such
makes good air fryers.
that's probably some of my favorite pieces of DLC between like Lost in Nightmares and Undead Nightmares. All the nightmares in that era. But yeah, I love that, man. That was such a cool thing. And they didn't do something cool like that with the second one, but again, the second one was such a big undertaking because of just how epic it was in terms of like on scale
Epically
what you could
Kyle.
do. Epically Kyle.
Oh
So
man.
Good old
G-
days.
GTA 5's not on the PC Game Pass, but you could stream it on cloud, which is kind of cool. So if you want to sit
Oh
and play it
nice.
in your like little thing, you could play it.
That's cool.
Yeah.
My horrible Sonic Origins gameplay. Any other questions in the chat? If not, we're gonna wrap it up. I know this was a shorter show, but there wasn't much to talk about tonight. As my freaking headphones get caught in my hand. Yeah, I've been up since like 6 in the morning.
Holy
Jeez.
crap.
I haven't slept all day. I'm like ready to pass out. Frank is sick.
Yeah,
Anthony's
I'm
ready to
tired.
play Xbox with his controller.
Have fun,
Yeah.
Anthony.
I'll be playing some more tomorrow probably.
The Hyperkin controller. 500 next stream.
Oh
Got a
yeah.
favorite boss in Soul Reaver, Anthony? Well, there you go.
Oh man. See, the thing is I don't know a lot of the bosses by name, or I don't remember them, but I'm trying to remember one of the fights in the first one that was like really stand out. I forget. I'm not good with names with that. But I really did enjoy a lot of the elements that they had in that game with like, with like the different power-ups that you would get later on. I like that you saw a lot of those origins of that and the different style that Soul Reaver was to Blood Omen, Um so, but yeah, I definitely I unfortunately don't remember many of the bosses or the names of them in Soul Reaver. It's been so long, but if I probably looked at the video, I'd be or like a playthrough, I'd be like, oh yeah, this part here, it'd probably all come back to me.
Dreadpool,
Sorry,
you
that's
gotta
a
watch
cop
that
out
video
answer.
with the old lady reviewing the ROG Ally. I couldn't believe it.
When I clicked on that, I was like, no way.
Only 4 hours of sleep. Well, you were lucky. At least you got something.
Incorporated puzzles, gameplay, and boss fights really well. Yeah, that was one thing because I remember when I was a kid and played that too, Soul Reaver, I would always get stuck. So my progress was probably always halted by something, where I couldn't get across something or I didn't know how to do it. That was one of those games I never had a guide for, so I kind of just gave up back then when I, would hit a wall on something. Um, but yeah, amazing game. Never finished the second one. Only played the demo of the second one actually, but yeah, Legacy of Kain series is something that needs to come back, and it doesn't.
I can't find nothing here. So, before we go, Xbox guys are paid off.
Paid.
Paid off. When do I get my check?
We're not
Yeah.
we're not Xbox guys.
I'm just saying, like, I'll do it if they want to pay me.
I think I've already talked about this years ago. I think there is something to that, but I don't think it's money. So, I mean, I know everyone's joking like, "Oh, I bought a house today with the Xbox money." It's like, I don't think it's money. I think it's something else.
Information.
A lot of these guys are really developers that pretend they're not, and they always like it always comes out. That's what I think personally, but and again, it's not a bad thing,
Right.
but there definitely is something to that. It's not. I don't think it's money based, but I think it is it is something weird because it's a little coinky dinky. Right? That all these guys know each other and they know what's going on, right?
Yep.
Yeah, something's definitely up, but I don't think it's money.
No,
I think it's definitely something else.
they're not like wiring these guys money, like cash or anything.
No, I don't think so. But there's a lot of other stuff going on. I can catch it without really knowing
Yeah, there's got to be something going on, but
because I had a feeling from like day one when I would watch these things, and then a couple of times things got out in the in the live chat rooms and stuff like that, and I was like, there you go. But whatever. To say that the company's paying these guys is just stupid. The company should be paying these guys actually. That's their
they might
fucking
as well.
marketing right there. But yeah, I think that's all because people are just butthurt that the deal's going to go through. So they're saying all this stuff anyway.
Anytime now.
Just a big controversy online, which I don't understand why it's a controversy. Who cares? Who cares if they're being paid or not? Who gives a shit? Doesn't matter. Just enjoy the games.
I'll play games anywhere. I don't care.
I am now.
As I'm falling asleep here. Yeah, so everyone, we will be here for the 500th next week. We'll be live and in person. So I know the show wasn't that great tonight, but it'll be really good next week. I'm sure that deal will go through. We'll have a lot of news on that whole thing. And yeah, so that'll be that. So everyone,
good.
take care, stay safe. I want to thank Nick again for the super chat and Kama for the super chat and RWK88 for the super chat. Appreciate
Thanks,
it.
guys.
Appreciate it.
And don't forget, Anthony's returning tomorrow, 4 p.m. Eastern on his channel.
I'll be back.
Check out Dreadpool's channel. Check out It's VB's channel. Who else? I think that's it. I think that's all. Oh, check out Jesus and the guys at M3 TV on YouTube for their reviews on wrestling. Got a big match coming up this Saturday night. Samoa Joe versus CM Punk. They haven't touched each other since what? 2008?
They
15
didn't
years
touch
ago.
each other on camera, but
Yeah. Yeah.
who knows?
Yeah.
So there you go. All right, guys, take care, stay safe, and remember, if you want to send anything in for the 500 show, send it in by Tuesday, and I will catch you guys later. Peace.
Sounds good, guys. Have a
Bye.
good one.
All right, bye. I can't believe they left. Bunch of suckers. All right, I'm gonna go.